on this part, and then we're going to the main show on this part.
Oh my God, Rick is back.
It's been a month. I still remembered it. This whole day I've been reciting, record, hit record. We're recording, right? We're recording.
We're on.
All right, and we're green light. We dropped a shit ton of frames, but it's okay. But that was just a startup. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Guess who's back? You know he opened a restaurant called Mom's Spaghetti?
Yes, dude. I love it. I want to go to Detroit just to go to Mom's Spaghetti. I think you can order like his sauce or something online and have it sent to your house.
That wouldn't be bad.
Not at all. I want to taste it.
Guys, welcome to Option Select Podcast episode 129. I want to say thank you, Ruben, for holding on the fort, and same with Kevin. Kevin, like on the nose, I just said, you can take a month off. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I got you, fam. All right, thank you, appreciate it. So I thank you, Kevin, for just doing it, bro. I appreciate it. So we could count on him.
He did a good job.
Great job.
Well, I mean, it was good.
It was good. It was a good job. Solid job.
Solid.
Yeah, guys, this is a podcast where me and Ruben get together on Friday nights, and we talk about video games, what's going on. We just share it with you guys and let y'all in on our conversation. It's basically like what we're doing, just with mics on and being recorded, so you guys could just listen in and hang it out and chill. And we might say some stuff that you might not agree. Fine, I don't care. If you don't like it, well.
Oh,
I mean, it's 129 episodes. You know what you should get yourself into. But anyways, guys, yeah, we hang out on Friday nights. For sure, I think maybe once December rolls around, because peak season for me, I might shift it to like Saturday afternoons, just because that time of year is fucking nutso.
I agree.
How you been?
Been good, man.
Yeah.
Work was pretty good.
The beard.
This week. Thank you. I trimmed it up yesterday. Or
Did
the day
you?
Before. Yeah, I had to get the lines in because I get the little cat whiskers all the way
Me
up here,
too.
and like all the way. So I had to line it up.
I had to get a haircut. I'm like, Ash, help me out, make me handsome. She's like, I'll try.
Okay. See what I can do.
Yeah, that's what I can do. No promises, motherfucker.
See what I got to work with here.
Yeah. Okay. Sure enough, she went here. Like, damn, I missed all that. She's like, you tried?
You tried. You're not a professional like
at
me.
all.
Yeah, I was supposed to get a haircut today, but I rescheduled for next Friday because I had things come up. But yeah, my work was pretty chill. Nothing too crazy. Last few weeks until I go down to 4 days a week.
Yay! I've been keeping up with that every time. I was watching while you guys were I was out.
Appreciate that. So yeah, man, we got the holiday schedule coming up for Thanksgiving. I got to do a double in 2 weeks. My last double that I'll have to do. And then I'll be off on Fridays. And since I'll be off for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, I ain't got to change up any days or nothing like that. So it's pretty chill.
Which are what? Those are Fridays?
They're both Fridays.
Okay.
So that's nice. With the inflation and everything that's going on, they're raising the prices on the customers by 18%. That puts me at $30,000 a week, which is like a $300 pay raise for me, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. That's if we keep all of our customers after we raise the prices almost 20%, right?
So they're still willing to pay around.
Pretty steep, but I mean everything's going up, dude. It's harder to find.
That's what I hear. It's the fucking shipping containers and it's a global economy. Everything's linked to one thing. When they're short on one thing, it builds it everywhere.
So everything that comes from overseas for us is just like hard to get.
They don't make anything in the U.S. anymore, bro.
Definitely not. We need to. I don't know. We need to. I mean, textiles isn't that hard to do, guys. So
create jobs in the U.S.
and it makes jobs and it inflates our economy and makes us better. Yeah. So
we won't be dependent.
Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. So we're gonna raise the prices on everybody. Not next week, but the week after that. So if any of my customers listen, sorry.
You've been warned.
But you've been warned. But it's also like. Do you think I'm good enough for a pay raise? That's what it is. It's a pay raise for me. You know,
you've earned it.
I've earned it. So yeah, they had 4 routes or so start this week on their 4-day work week. So they're kind of staggering them out. I'm the next wave at the end of the month, which would be nice. They're not cutting anything off my route. So all the other routes, which are going to 4 days as well, they are, they can't maintain an under like a certain time to get back to the warehouse, so they're getting an entire day cut off. Whereas my last day, Friday, is just getting moved into the rest of the week. And so
on Fridays you're usually done by what, 11 p.m. 10:30?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
So
AM, sorry.
So yeah, so I'm the only one not getting cut. So I'm gonna have the largest route come 2 weeks from now, and it's gonna stay that way. So this will be pretty good. As of like gaming this week, I did a lot of
doing some sticky icky.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Sticky icky edition.
Yeah, I did some Ghost of Tsushima. I completed Iki Island, the expansion.
Nice.
Very cool. Little island that they had with the enemy types are really really cool, man. They had added a shaman, which basically makes all the enemies attack like super quick, and then
like
they
gives them buffs and shit.
Like no, they just attack like they red bar attack you all the time, and there's like multiples, and you're like shit. So you're like constantly dodging, trying to get to the shaman. So it's basically take out the shaman first, and then everybody else, and then like the enemies will swap weapon types, which they didn't do on the main islands. So if they have a polearm or whatever, you go out there with your polearm stance, and then they see that you're using polearm stance, they'll hop back, swap on you, and keep on going in. They'll put it away, get the sword and board out.
200.
And then they'll put the board away, and they'll go with 2 swords, and they'll come after you. Then they'll swap back to the polearm. You're like, shit, I got to keep up. And then not only that, but they're surrounding you at the same time, so you're getting attacked by this guy. And
there's an archer in the back.
And there's archers.
There's fucking dogs.
Yeah, and the dog. Oh my god, the dogs.
Fucking dogs. Don't get me started with the fucking dogs. Do you feel bad when you hit the dogs?
Nah,
the dogs?
Not at all.
Nah, video game dogs, I'm fine.
Not my dog.
I'll beat the shit out of them. Yeah.
It's not my dog.
They're video game dogs. They're fake dogs.
So I've been having a blast with that. I played that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but also after I ended my streams on Monday and Tuesday, I bought some performance enhancement drugs.
Adderall.
No, I bought Dramamine for motion sickness.
Okay.
And it actually helped out a lot, like a lot. So I took the Dramamine like right before I started the stream. I did my stream of Ghost of Tsushima with the workout. Did my 100 squats or whatever, and then I was like, all right, this is gonna be time for me to eat dinner or whatever, and so I went and had a little snack.
Wait, the Dramamine, that's for motion sickness, right?
Yeah.
And that helped you
with VR, which is what I was about to get into.
Okay.
So I started playing a lot more Half-Life Alyx and Resident Evil 4 VR. So I'm splitting my time between the two. I do one day with Half-Life, one day with Resident Evil 4. So yeah, I've been having a blast with both of those games, but more so with Half-Life Alyx for sure. That is just
because that game was built from the ground up using that
for VR.
Yeah, that platform,
and it you can definitely tell. I mean, it's like the gold standard basically. Yeah. Like no other game comes close that was built for VR. Even games that weren't built for VR or whatever, it just nothing comes close.
Well, I haven't played any VR, but it seems to me that Half-Life Alyx is an actual like VR game, because up until then, like a lot of these games were like, it'll be the Tetris effect or the something experience where you get like a demo or not. I would say it feels like an extended demo. Maybe maybe at max this game is 2 hours long or something like that. I mean, nothing as in depth as from what I heard, Half-Life Alyx, which is like a full on actual VR game.
It's pretty freaking dope.
Yeah.
I will stand by that game for sure. And the story's getting really good, and the graphics are just amazing. And
that was last year, right? When it was released?
I think it was last year or the year before. I can't remember.
Okay.
But definitely a top tier game. It's definitely a fucking masterpiece. Just the physics and the way you interact with the world and the way you solve puzzles and the way they use motion controls for everything. So my issue was coming into VR was I wanted to move. Because I feel like I'm that person, like I'm that character, but I wanted to walk forward, and you don't want to run into walls or TVs, or so you have to use your left thumbstick.
Things, right?
Yeah, you use your left thumbstick to move, or you can use the little teleport option. But I still want to move. So with the Dramamine, it actually helped me like maintain my composure and where I was going and stuff like that. So I played a lot of Alyx and a lot of Resident Evil 4 VR, which I've never played through before. So this is my first experience going through.
I never played 4. I heard it's really great.
Right. This is supposed to be the best one. Popular opinion says.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So what brought on the whole I want to exercise during a stream?
I've done it before. I used to do it with the treadmill, and I would play like a roguelike. It's been a while. But
like
back when I lived in Juan's old house, whenever I would stream from there, I would have the treadmill set up, and I would just basically walk and play like Spelunky or...
Okay, so it's been a minute since you've done it.
It's been a minute since I've done it, but it's just it's also a break from the game, so the game doesn't get too stagnant. And also, because I mean, it's an open world game, so it's the same shit over and over and over again, right? You kill enemies, you move over to a question mark, you complete the question mark.
I did see you play a flute.
Yeah,
I saw that.
you play the flute in the expansion for sure.
I saw that.
So,
I was like, best flute outdoor musical experience goes to
Ghost of
The
Tsushima.
Last of Us Part 2.
That one's pretty good too.
That's the best esports team.
And it's just a nice break from like the monotony of doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you hit a goal, then you do another thing for another goal, you know, in the physical world. So it gets you to stand up, gets you to move, and then, you know, you sit back down and you pick back up where you left off. And
You think that's a fault to the game?
what that
That you have to break from the monotony of the game?
Not really. I think it's just that once you get into the groove of like doing the same thing over and over again, it does become monotonous. But they try to sprinkle in a bunch of different activities around, but it's like 5 or 6 different activities sprinkled over a very large area or whatever, and it can get pretty monotonous over time.
Oh, a fox again.
But which is why like that section of game that you saw me complete in the stream would have taken me normally like 25 minutes, but I had to stop. I had to do a workout, come back to it, then move, and then I'd complete that objective, and then I'd have to stop and then do my workout. You know, so it kind of slows the pace of the game down where I'm not getting too bombarded with it. But I kind of like doing it, and I was sore as shit for like 2 days, dude. I was my legs were
Are the 20s your biggest ones?
Those are 20s, but they're not my biggest ones.
Okay.
No. It just seemed like something I could do a lot of. And
because I saw you like picking them up, and you're swinging on like, okay, they're probably just a little too light for you.
No, they're very light.
If you're swinging them, like, okay, they're probably light.
Yeah, they're very light. So it was just nice. It was nice to do that. I did rows the second day, and then presses on Wednesday, and I did about 100 each one. So I try to complete 10 to 20 objectives, you know, in between there, because I would do every question mark was 5, every mission was 10. No big deal.
How much was each Mongolian outpost?
Those are 5. Those are
man, they're pretty big.
Those are question marks.
Those are pretty big. I figured it'd be like 20 each something.
Oh, okay. We'll
Or maybe it was like 5 per Mongolian.
5 per Mongolian, dude. I'd be fucking wrecked by the first question mark. Like, ripped. Just come up with 6 packed up and stuff. I need to work out like core. So I need to either do like a
pullovers,
pullover, or kind of like
crunches,
bicycle crunches or something like that. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, knees to chest.
But yeah, had a good time gaming, and then today I've been upgrading my computer. I bought a new 12 series Alder Lake, I think is what it's called, i7 CPU.
Wait, what's the 12 series? What?
The 12 gen Intel i7. I think it's a 12700K is the model number.
Oh, okay.
Brand new processor just came out today. Micro Center had an abundance of them, so I scooped one up. A new motherboard. I got more RAM. I got a new power supply and a new CPU cooler, so I'm going from air to liquid. And I just installed the motherboard and power supply and the liquid cooler, and I was starting to put everything back together when my alarm went off. I was like, oh, gotta go. So I'm trying to get done.
So this is hell of an upgrade, right?
Yeah, it's a fucking 5-year.
The most upgrade.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, I'm excited to test it out, see what it can actually do, put Windows 11 back on it, and see what it does.
I've heard mixed things about Windows 11.
I've had no issues with it whatsoever. No issues. It runs pretty smooth. I get a slight performance increase in my games, like nothing crazy. Let's say 5 to 10%. Nothing too.
5% is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, for a OS upgrade, yeah, that's not bad. It's just it works pretty damn well. So, yeah, there's a toolless M.2 solid state like installation. So like you used to have a tiny ass little screw that you would have to screw into those M.2s. Mm-hmm. This one, it just has a little plastic thing that you just twist around, and it like
snaps in.
It's done. So lots of upgrades. They also took away the I/O shields, I saw. So you know where you plug things up to the back of your computer?
Yeah.
We had to put that metal piece into that hole on the computer tower itself, and then like you had to line everything up or whatever. They don't. Well, in this one they didn't do it anymore. Everything was already attached to the motherboard itself, and you just put the motherboard where it's supposed to go, and it slides into that little spot perfectly. A lot of Thunderbolt ports, a lot of USB-C ports, a lot of
just 3.0s
all over the place. Yeah, it's nice. So
none of those VGA ports or nothing?
It's got HDMI. All of them have HDMI.
VGA.
but I haven't seen a VGA port in years. But yeah, so I upgraded that. As far as media goes, I saw while I was doing the installation of the PC and stuff today, I was watching V for Vendetta because today is the 5th of November.
A day to remember.
Sure.
I'm more worried about my expiration date than the 5th of November.
So I was watching that movie because I watch it every 5th of November. I love that fucking movie. It's my favorite comic book movie.
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving, dude. Top tier. And you never see his face once.
At all.
I love it. And Natalie Portman, who is also one of my favorites. So not mad at her. Wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating cookies.
Her and ScarJo and Mila Kunis.
Oh, yeah.
Hottest two girls around.
That's a good list there. That's a good list. So I was watching that. What else did I watch this week? A lot of Bob's Burgers, What We Do in the Shadows. I was watching some sort of I started watching the Jon Stewart has a new show.
I heard about it. The problem with
Apple TV.
I heard it's really good.
It's pretty fucking good.
Oh, he's calling out those big corporation bank guys.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, well, we're part of the round table and we think it's good that, we're going to help out. Like, but you guys haven't.
Right.
Like, well, no, it's important that, it's really good job to be starting off as a burger flipper because then you become someone important. Like, really? You think they're looking after their employees?
Right.
You really think that? Oh, he's just calling them out straight. Like, bro, I love it.
He did that to banks and he did it to the VA.
Yeah, but the burn pits, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So he's calling out the VA. He's calling out
because they were literally burning everything, and then they come home and they have cancer or problems, and they're like, oh yeah, well
yeah, one of the
happened
guys
overseas.
One of the guys was like 34 and he had like stage 4 fucking he's gonna die. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's too late for me. Like I'm gonna die soon, but I want everybody else to get help or what. I was like, God damn, that's fucking.
Can you
brutal.
imagine, dude? I mean, you send them over there, and then they come back and like, okay, yeah, we don't need you anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
that was
bro.
exactly his point.
Like, come on, man.
That was exactly his point. So he fought pretty hard for the 9/11 first responders. Now he's fighting for VA and he's fighting for and he also went into like anti-vax and anti-maskers and all that stuff, which was a pretty good one. But he's going pretty hard.
No, and the thing is, I think people, they think, oh, Jon Stewart from The Daily Show, okay, he's gonna just be kind of like some news with some humor and stuff. But on his show, since it's on Apple TV, he's gonna go hard, dude.
He can say whatever he wants except for anything about China because it's Apple. That's it.
But he's gonna go hard and people, I think they're expecting like these softball, like conversations with him, but like no, he's grilling them like good,
Yeah.
He's been on my radar ever since he went to like talk to Congress about the whole 9/11 with the first responders and like trying to back them up. And ever since then, ever since then, I'm like, dude, this guy's legit, man. And the thing is, like, even if he pisses off those people from his interviews, like, he don't care. Like, I already made it. I mean, I'm already known.
Yeah.
I'm around. Like, if you don't want to be on my show or make a conversation, fine, I'll find somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
And he also has a podcast on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. So I was listening to that today because I just like what he has to say.
Too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I like what he has to say. So I was listening to that. And I also took a little trip over to John Oliver to see what he was doing on HBO. He went in on China this week.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's fucking slimy as shit, bro.
Oh, bro. He fucking went in on China this week. He was calling him out for, Taiwan?
Oh yeah,
how they don't acknowledge Taiwan as a country or whatever. Yeah. So he went in pretty hard on them, and it was a pretty good episode. But that was the only one I watched.
On Breaking Points, they brought that up. How they asked Biden, like, "Hey, will you protect? Will we protect Taiwan from China?" Yeah, we will. And then they asked the press secretary. They're like, "Well, that's up to China's business. We're not going to intervene." They're like, "So what's the
actual word?"
And then they actually look up in like in the actual law and stuff.
Yeah, how
it's worded is so obscure that you could interpret it any other way, whether they can or cannot go into war to defend them and stuff. Because I was talking about a coworker Johnny, I think that's America's stronghold in the Asia. Mm-hmm. So it's it's a very strategic point.
Yeah. Yeah, Oliver goes in pretty hard on that too. It's pretty good actually. If you weren't gonna watch if you were gonna watch one episode on something that a lot of people don't talk about, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
He definitely does not have any Chinese overlords
because it was at one point it was a territory of Hong Kong, right? and then for Britain, and then Britain's like, all right, we're done with it. You can have it back, but they're like
It's changed hand multiple
Yeah.
times. It was like Spanish, and then it changed to French, and then English, and Asian. I don't know. It was all over the fucking place. He goes into it pretty good. But so watched some of that. I watched. We already talked about that. I watched Dune a few weeks ago.
really good. I liked it a lot.
Pretty damn.
I'm reading the
good.
book now. That's how much I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you start with the original trilogy?
The very first book, right where the movie started off with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
Mikhail's like, it's $10 on my Kindle. You want to get it? Like, yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, I read on the Kindle, so it's just easy.
And so yeah, I think that's about all I watched this week. Nothing too crazy, nothing too over the top, but it was a good solid week all the way around. I just want to get home and get back to work on that PC so I can have it set up because we have a Renaissance Fair tomorrow.
And then you have a fight companion, Usman versus.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing it?
Mm-mm.
What happened?
Because we're not gonna get home until late, dude. We're not
I
getting
think
home.
you guys were talking so much that you were gonna do it.
When did we say that?
Last Saturday?
Did we?
I don't know.
You didn't listen to the podcast, so we didn't gonna have time.
No, last Saturday at the party.
Oh no, we definitely don't have time
What
for that.
party?
Well, how drunk were you? Well, what had happened was
What
But
happened
no,
was I
we
got a
didn't-
cookie.
we weren't gonna do it because we knew we weren't gonna get back until like way late. I'll probably end up watching it.
And it's,
Sunday or
a
something.
fucking daylight savings.
Is it this
Fuck,
weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fall back though, so we
Yeah.
get an extra hour. We get an
Yeah.
extra hour on Sunday morning.
Like 2 a.m. goes
Back to 1
Oh
a.m.
yeah, 3 a.m. goes back to 2 a.m.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. How about you, man? How have you been this entire month?
I've been taking shit ton of notes.
Yeah, let's see.
Like literally a shit ton of notes. Like, so I'm watching the podcast, I'm biting my tongue, but it's like, wait, that's all y'all covered on that? That's all y'all talked about?
Oh, okay.
That's it. But it's fine. That's fine. That's all. It's on the past. I got whole new notes for this episode.
All right.
But now this week was pretty good. Work was. It's November now, so I now saved 4 out of my 7 option days throughout the whole year. So I'm using them every Friday. So I was off today, next Friday, the Friday after that, and then that Wednesday leading up to Thanksgiving.
Nice.
So I'll be able to just chill and relax. So today was just like I wake up at 8:30. Like, hey, Mikhail, what do you want to do? She's like, it's a nice day. Let's go to dog park. Okay. Went to the dog park, did some laps. It was nice. Got fresh air. And then went to go get a haircut. Went to a little mom and pop's breakfast shop down the street.
Nice.
Support the local businesses for sure, right?
Okay.
And then what did we do? So after the park, came home, relaxed, did some more exercises. Did the stand your ground,
Okay.
hold for 20,
Oh yeah.
then move for 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that with El Grande, the 35-pounders.
Nice.
I did like the first 2, and then I was like, let's go back to 26 because the ISO holds are
Oh yeah.
a bitch. So I mean, 'cause when you're holding 35 pounds in your row,
Mm-hmm.
20 seconds is the longest.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the longest 20 seconds
Yeah,
of your life.
26 pounds is still a challenge, but I can hold that. But the 35 pounds, it's not that I cannot hold it. Is that I'm in fear of hurting myself.
Right.
I don't have the muscular stability to not injure myself, not yet.
Right.
Especially holding it at that intense, at that angle, because when you do when you get to the lift hold, you're holding it way out here. So you're holding a 35 pound this far out. Like there's, and this tissue right here is very easy for suspect to get injured. So I was like, I don't want to risk it yet until I develop this better.
Mm-hmm.
So I still stuck with the 26s, but yeah, going back to the exercise, I was like, okay, all right, it's good for me. Because lately what I've been doing is like I just go get my interval timer on my on my cell, the app, and I just go through the cycle. But every once in a while, I was like, go back to the On and 6 program just to okay, that's right. This is some step I might have missed, or formation I might have missed, or a hold or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, we did that today, and it felt good just exercising. And then I ate a pizza.
Oh, and then I ate a pizza.
Then I ate a fucking pizza. I was like, damn, dude, I did all this nice work and shit.
Nah, you earned it.
I ate a pizza. I'm like,
What'd you have for breakfast though?
uh,
Pancakes? You have pancakes? Did you put syrup on them? You
they weren't,
fucking
they weren't,
fairy.
they weren't sweet
They
enough.
weren't sweet enough for
They
you?
weren't fucking sweet enough. I had a
You
Bavarian
put some bananas
Bavarian
on his pancakes.
Bavarian cream-filled donut
Okay.
and a croissant filled with egg and cheese croissant.
Okay, that's not bad. It's
pretty
I
good.
ain't mad at that.
It's pretty delicious.
Sounds pretty delicious.
Carved up.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
haven't-
motherfucker.
I haven't eaten today at all.
Did they heat you up a pizza?
No,
We're doing break.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yeah. Because it's gonna be a long episode. I
haven't touched shit.
And then we're doing Renaissance Festival tomorrow.
Yep, and I gotta finish a PC.
Hashtag day drunk.
Definitely not.
Are
I'll be drunk before I even get there.
Are you gonna be an Avenger?
Huh? No.
Guys, y'all should have seen him at the party. This kid had a piece on him, man.
What?
He was walking
It's
around.
a cup, dude.
That's what it was.
It's a cup.
I thought that was all you.
It's a cup, dude.
Oh.
And my shit doesn't stay all perfectly
Well
in that
formed.
area.
Well formed.
That cod
well
piece.
defined.
The cod piece. It's definitely a cup. I got the smallest cup I could find. I had to wear 2 pairs of underwear for that thing.
Just to keep it in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that been doing that through the whole week. So I'll do like Monday, Tuesday,
Eating pizza every
Thursday.
night?
No, exercising. Exercising, not eating pizza. Do not start good third chin and shit.
Yeah, dude.
No, exercising with the kettlebells Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays. I've been implementing back to the yoga. Just
Okay.
getting, stretching out again,
Nice.
and then Saturdays, when we go to dog park, just get some cardio in. Because I was like, how do I get cardio in? And I was talking to my boy Trip. He's like, to get cardio, you got to do cardio. Go for a run. Go for a jog.
Yeah, light jog.
Because I always thought like, okay, if I could just swing the kettlebells fast enough and get my heart rate up. But I think you have to keep your heart rate up at a certain time for a certain amount of time
Right.
for it to be considered cardio.
That's correct.
And I
It's
think,
anaerobic and aerobic.
yeah, and I think running is the best way to, if you want to keep your heart rate at, well, I don't know. I haven't researched what my magic number is, so I got to look at that up.
Somewhere around 1.
My height and weight, and like you must keep it like, let's just say 110 beats for X amount of,
It's like 20 minutes.
Is it? Yeah.
That's a good anaerobic exercise.
Yeah, when JRE had that one dude on there, some death denier guy. Yeah, David Sinclair.
Okay.
The guy's like 50 something, but he looks like late 30s. I'm like, what the fuck? And this guy, like, he's the one who like measures telemeters at the end of your DNA.
Oh, telomeres. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had him on again, second time.
Yeah, but that episode was a while ago. So, but he talks about how like just doing like 20 minutes of jogging or running activity helps you so much. Doing 10 minutes of weightlifting helps you like so much. I mean, just little things that you can adjust to help you in the long run. I was like, damn, man, that's a really good point. I mean, if the magic number is, I'm not saying the magic number, but if you could just ballpark around 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, that's nothing.
Right.
20 minutes. I mean, how often do you know people that, well, I'm just gonna watch TV all night? Like, really gonna watch TV all night? You can't take 20 minutes aside just to better yourself?
Right. Well, I have worked all day though.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that, dude. I hate that. Well, I worked all day. Yeah. Well, me too.
We'll get up earlier then.
We'll get up earlier. Yeah.
Do it early in the morning.
Especially in my line of work, 'cause it's very physical. And like, well, you're UPS driver. You're fine. That's exercise. I'm like, dude, there's still fat drivers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, just because you have a physical active job doesn't mean you're always going to be physically active. Your body starts adjusting to that kind of,
Yeah.
at least from my
gets
experience.
acclimated, yeah,
from
it does.
my experiences, that's what it feels
That's
like.
right.
And if you want to do more, you have to physically do more. So yeah, when I hear people say, well, I'm just too tired, I'm like, no, that's bullshit, bro. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not hard.
Not at all.
I don't know. But that's
I get
neither
you.
here nor there. So exercising, yoga. Oh my god, dude. Did you ever do the body work? You know how from the On 6 that has the body weight.
Right.
You ever do the yogas from that one?
No.
With that JJ guy?
No. I only
They're
did it
pretty
with the
good.
other chick that always is talking about
Julia
yeah,
Chen,
whatever
like
her name
bitch
is.
ain't a Chen.
There's a
Calm
black
down.
there's a black swan yoga on my route.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's attached to a juice land. I service a juice land. There's a black swan yoga next to it.
Nice. Is it a hot yoga?
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
It is.
You're opening one down here on Garth Road. Hot
more
Works.
ways than one.
Hot Works one. Oh, one of those.
We have a Hot Works by the house.
Yeah.
That's a big chain, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
it's-
open one.
yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to drive all the way for yoga.
Yeah, well, going back to your previous point about like staying fit and all that stuff, and like people still ask, how I lost the weight and all that stuff. Like it still comes up all the time.
Yeah.
But my it doesn't matter how many times you tell people what you've done until they're ready to make that change. It's not gonna.
For
it's
real,
not
dude.
gonna happen.
I had someone come up to me like, "How'd you make all that change?" I told him, and he had a Coke in his hand. I'm like, "Well, I got rid of those."
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
really?
the first thing to go.
Okay. I'm like, well, how serious are you?
People fucking they trip out. It's like I don't eat tortillas, bread.
Or if I do, it's very limited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like tortillas, bread, sugar, sweets, cokes, all those things. They're like, how do you get used to it?
You condition
You
yourself.
get used to it.
Yeah. Well, I tell people too when they ask me stuff like that, I'm like, all right, do you want the quick the quick explanation, or you want the like me break it down and tell you what I did? And you know, oh no, actually, tell me how. Okay, and then I'll tell them, you know, stuff like that. I'll go in depth, but usually I'll just be like, oh yeah, just eat better and exercise, just to give them just the quick stuff. Because why are you asking me for it, bro? You're not gonna do it
if you're not ready to make that change. It ain't gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's it.
For sure. As for TV, you guys didn't talk about it last episode or the last two episodes, but the trailer for the live action trailer for Cowboy Bebop on Netflix came out. Did you see it?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So I saw the trailer.
Not even gonna bother with it because of Death Note.
No, fuck Death Note. Fuck Death Note. Fuck Bleach. Fuck whatever they had before. This one, looking at it, I saw it. I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool.
Oh boy,
this looks fucking awesome. So I was like so hype on just watching that trailer. I was like, okay, cool. You know what? It's been a while since I've seen the animated series. Let me go watch it again. So I was talking to Mikhail. I was like, let's put it on. It's on Netflix right now. It's on Funimation.
Right.
So we watched the episode 1. I'm like, bro, this shit still fucking holds up. That was actually Mikhail's words. She's like, it still holds up. We're like, yeah, it really does. And we binge watched it. I mean, not binge watch it, but you know how when you have like activities and you're doing chores around the house, you just have it on and you come back like, oh yeah, I remember that part, and then go off cooking lunch or something. Yeah, we just had it on. We're doing stuff around the house, and we're like, oh yeah, I remember this part. This is where they're fighting the thing that came out the refrigerator. Oh yeah, this is the part when Faye got cryogenically frozen. I'm like, oh yeah, but just watching it, we're like, this one still holds up for a series that released back in 1998.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, like okay, the series still holds it. I like it. I still love it. I mean, I'm glad I saw it again. And watching that trailer for that Netflix live action one, I'm like, I was kind of like hesitant at first because of, you know, these other ones that they've done before.
All of them.
But watching this one, all of them, yeah. But watching this one, I'm like, this one is fucking oozing with fucking style, dude.
Right.
I'm liking it. I'm
When's
so excited.
Is it a movie or a series?
I think it might be a movie. I'm not too sure.
And the release?
I think it's November. Coming up soon. Okay. Coming up soon.
Like
so, chat, if you guys know, feel free to post it up.
Probably like next week or something.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of stuff coming out next week. They have Tiger King next week.
What? Another one? I thought he died.
I thought he was in jail.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. Son of a bitch.
Travis tried talking to me about it. I'm like, I'm going to go stand over here now.
And what else? There was something. Fuck. What's that animated show that I really like? With
Big Head.
Huh?
Big Head.
Big Mouth.
Big
that
Mouth.
one came out today. So
yeah. Mikhail was watching it. I was watching just a clip of it. Like, Mikhail, it's really immature.
It's a great show.
I just couldn't get into it.
I love it.
Nick Kroll annoys me.
Oh, he doesn't annoy me. I like the other guy. I don't know if he's like.
But I love the
Middle Eastern guy or Indian guy. What's his name?
He plays Ralphie.
Yeah. He plays Ralph. He plays the rich kid, right? He's always jacking off. Can't remember his name.
But in the league, he played Ralphie, cousin Ralphie, right?
Think so.
That dude.
I think
he's the main voice for that guy on Invincible from the bad guys. What's his name? That was oh my god,
it's like Malanuke. I don't know. It starts. His last name starts with an M for sure. But
it's weird.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Like I thought he was like Mexican or something, but he's like
no.
He looks like Moroccan or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's got a good color on him. He's got a good hue to him. Let's put it that way.
Kid has a nice tint.
He's got a good tint to him. But yeah, I want to check out Big Mouth for sure. I know that came out today, and they got a bunch of stuff coming out this month. It's like their month to release things. It's with fucking Cowboy Bebop on that list. I'll let you watch it first. I'll let you dip your toe in that water, and then I'll check it out later.
I remember you going back to one of the podcasts that you Kevin did. You talked to him about cocaine cowboys.
Yeah,
and he responded with, "They wear cowboy hats." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Have you never seen Cocaine Cowboys? Like one of the best fucking documentaries ever made. It's
pretty
Billy
good.
Corbin.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the one that he did with the kids and the baseball.
That was my all juicing
one.
Up and shit.
That's my favorite.
And like
one.
it was like a musical at the same time, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was my favorite one for sure because it was just funny having like a little kid A-Rod and like a little kid doctor.
And they were talking about just how they were just like juicing up and going. Let's get with
good.
it.
That's my favorite one. But Cocaine Cowboys is pretty damn good.
Were you generally butthurt that Astros lost?
No. I don't give a fuck.
Me neither.
I don't care.
I didn't even care.
I don't care.
You guys didn't care until 2017 that they won. Now we're like, oh, we're Astros fans. I'm like, are you?
I just wanted to fuck with Miles. Because Miles would be like, oh, the Astros can't win without without cheating. Livid. I love it. And I'm like, I still can't see LA Dodgers in the World Series, though, bro. They're not here. I don't see them. Do you see them? That's so weird.
He gets so hyped
He gets so salty, bro. I was like, I don't like that boring-ass sport anyway, bro.
I don't care. Let's face the facts. They didn't have the trash cans. They have. And Miles brought up a good point. I hate when people say, "Well, you still got to hit the ball." Yeah, you just got to hit the ball, but I mean, if you give yourself an advantage,
Yeah.
what was it called? It's called cheating.
called
Well,
cheating.
they're the only ones got caught. What does that make you? Does it make it better?
Nah.
It's okay now or something.
The league is full of cheaters, though.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But when
any professional
But
sport.
yeah, but when they say like, "Oh, we're the ones that got caught," like that makes it okay.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't get that logic.
I get where you're coming
at
from.
that point, just fucking juice up everybody.
Yeah.
Juice
let
up the
them all
fucking
do
ball
it.
boy.
Let them all do it.
Yeah.
Let them all bang on trash cans. Who cares? Who cares? The game is boring anyway.
It is. I didn't watch any fucking games. The whole
I watched
season.
some of them because Alice wanted to watch them, so I had them playing on my big
background?
my big monitor, and then I was just playing
On your
games
TV?
with them. Yeah,
Nice.
so I was just doing that. So I would like look over, like, oh cool, we're winning. Oh shit, we're losing.
Feels
oh,
good, man.
Cool, we're winning.
I've also been watching Yuyu Hakusho. Been liking that one a lot. That's an older anime. It's like came out like
Yeah.
in 95, 96.
Mhm.
But I was talking to Johnny and Dirk. Like, hey, you should check out Yuyu Hakusho. You might like it. I'm like, okay, cool. And actually, I'm like, okay, not too bad. I like it. There's one character named Genkai, old 100-year-old psychic lady with superpowers, right?
Ooh.
And I heard her talking. I'm like, man, she sounds awfully fucking familiar. And I was talking to my buddy Bruce online. He's like, yeah, dude, every time I see her, I can't stop thinking about Frieza. I'm like, wait, is that the same voice actress of Frieza from Dragon Ball? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's why I fucking heard that voice before.
Nah, ruining the glass shatters in your mind, and
Yeah,
then now
like,
that's all you're gonna hear.
Oh, it's fucking Frieza. I'm like, oh, great. Like,
What?
yeah, that's the same
How
voice.
did you?
You stupid monkeys.
Whoa.
She does. She does.
No, I know.
I was like, oh, okay.
I always thought Frieza was supposed to be a guy, but then now it feels more
No, it is a guy.
ambiguous.
It is a guy, but it's just a female voice, kind of like Bart Simpson.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
boy,
yeah.
but a
there's
female
girl voice.
Yeah.
With the girl's talking, doing the voice.
Did that offend you?
No,
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Because that's what happened to the.
Whoever the best voice is should be that voice.
That's what happened to the girl from Big Head, Big Mouth. What's it called?
Big Mouth. She didn't want to voice a black person.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to voice her because I think it's wrong. I'm like, she's
It's
a made up character.
voice. Yeah.
She's a person doesn't.
Same thing
exist.
happened to the guy that was doing what's his name from Family Guy, the Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah, that guy was white too. He quit.
Well, good for him.
Eh.
There you go. His virtual singling paid off, right?
Who
Now they're doing.
Who cares?
Yeah, but I saw that like, cool.
Well, they're not getting fucking whatever alien to voice that character in Mass Effect, so now I'm getting pretty salty about it, bro.
Which
They need to
one?
get those aliens. It doesn't matter. Whichever alien is talking.
Because they don't properly identify as an alien.
Yeah, they're not properly identifying as an alien.
You
So
hear
I'm
that?
making upset. I'm getting upset.
You hear that show Demi Lovato is coming up with?
No.
Where she's like finding like the origins of extraterrestrials, and she likes to use extraterrestrials because she feels aliens is just the word aliens is too hostile. Like that's what the definition of an alien is.
Boy, how much heroin has she done? Like all of it?
Yeah,
Did she
was a
have
Disney
all
kid.
the fentanyl?
She was a Disney kid, and then her boyfriend died, and
Yeah, did she have all the cocaine or what's going on there?
poor girl,
Poor thing.
That offended
Gorgeous,
her.
but
pretty girl,
very pretty.
aliens.
That's the kind of crazy you got to stay away from, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't let her ruin my credit. Like no.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I wouldn't let her
no.
ruin my credit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, like Shakira, like I let her ruin my credit.
Yeah,
I don't
why
give a
not?
fuck.
She's like 50, though.
I don't care. She's hot though. Those hips don't lie, bro.
Oh, they don't. Still don't.
What else did I do? So animes, Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop. What else did I watch? There was another one with Mikkel. What were we watching, Mikkel?
Another anime?
It was another anime. I forgot.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Gangsta. Went back to going to Gangsta. Watching that one again. That was not too bad.
How many seasons does that one have?
That one's like one season. It's like 20 episodes.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like multiple.
But I highly suggest, dude, if you get a chance to watch Cowboy Bebop again, if you're just want to watch anime, check that one out.
I probably will because I love
It's really
that
good,
one.
dude.
It's pretty
really
fucking good.
Yeah. It's like,
I've seen that one. That's one of my favorites for sure. Go ahead, Rick. Give it to me. He opened up the notes.
Okay. So Ubisoft has revealed that it plans to develop blockchain games and NFTs, according to a Game Informer tweet.
I still don't know what those words mean.
Okay.
I'm an old man.
So an NFT is a non-fungible token.
Right.
A Bitcoin is a fungible token because when you trade it for one, you get one for one.
Right.
NFTs are kind of like, the way I had it explained to me is kind of like baseball cards, an image.
Uh-huh.
So once you have that image, you
Right.
are the owner of that image.
Right. But there's multiple
Until-
copies of the baseball card, though.
Until somebody right clicks until somebody right clicks, copies image.
Okay.
Well, then you're kind of
Yeah. It's like
So
they make multiples.
So yeah, so I mean, so you'll have, you'll be the owner of that image. So
the original image.
And a blockchain is literally just
I know what blockchain is.
yeah, it just as information comes in, and it wraps up that block, it connects to another block.
Right.
So and they just get chained together, and you could always go back and see where this information, this transaction happened. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't know what that, my smooth brain is thinking.
Smooth brain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying.
My unwrinkled brain.
Yeah, I want to get into Bitcoin, but this is like clearly over my head because I don't know where to even get started.
Well, Bitcoin is a lot more simple than paying money
NFTs
for a image
for image of like
of an original image. Like I still don't get.
I don't know.
That seems like a scam.
I heard people say that it's kind of like fucking Beanie Babies. They're hot, and then they're like, who cares anymore?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Tamagotchis.
Yeah, or you just like kind of a trendy thing. Me, if I was to put my money on things, it'd be like Bitcoin, or a decentralized, currency. Okay,
it's
cool.
mad high right now.
Yeah, where it can't be, changed by the people. Nice, that's awesome. There's power to that. But as for like games using the whole blockchain and NFTs, I'm like,
how do they use that?
So
in the game,
I'm guessing is all the cosmetic skins, those NFTs you'll be able to keep and then sell them with your account or transfer them when you get to another game. That's what I'm just spitballing here.
Okay.
I think NFTs could work like that, like skins for your guns or your characters or backgrounds or whatever.
Well, here's the problem.
Dígame.
They have to make a good game. They haven't done it in a while. Let's just be real.
With Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Wasn't it was the one with Diana Esposito really good?
What?
Far Cry?
Yeah, I mean
They made that
it's
one,
average.
It's
average.
They got a good name. They got a big name.
Yeah, they got a big
So
name.
let's just say Far Cry was it 6?
6, yeah.
Let's just say Far Cry 6 came out, right? But instead of Giancarlo Esposito comes out, they put just a generic actor.
Okay.
Does it still get the same hype?
No.
That name.
It's another open world game.
There's a reason they put him in there, right?
It's just more Far Cry. That's the problem. It's the same thing that they have an issue with.
Maybe
with
some nuances, some slight changes, right?
Assassin's Creed has the same issue, which is why I enjoyed Immortals so much. Immortals was probably like my last favorite game from Ubisoft. Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Oh, that okay.
Gods and Monsters or whatever.
I was still thinking Assassin's Creed.
No. That was probably my favorite game that Ubisoft has done in the past 5 years, 6 years or so. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. They're talking about doing another Splinter Cell though. That'd be nice because I like stealth espionage games. So they got to make a good game.
I would say there's a lot of these open world games lately. Kind of like dabble in espionage, but as for a fully dedicated espionage tactical,
Watchdogs Legion is on PS5 at Best Buy right now for like $12. Yeah,
there's a reason for it, right?
There's a reason for it.
That's
Ubisoft.
I remember, going to Epic Game Store and like, hey, you could buy this one. It was like a combination of Watchdogs, Assassin's Creed, and what's the other one they have? Immortals. Yeah, like a combination of those two. I'm like, okay, if I were to buy a combination, a bundle, it'll be Immortals and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Not Watchdogs. I never played one. So like,
Watch Dogs 2 is
100% upfront, guys. I never played it.
Watch Dogs 2 is pretty solid. 1 is meh. 2 is pretty solid. Legion's fucking garbage.
Legion's like, oh, you could play as that grandma, and then like
who cares?
Yeah, or you could be that construction guy. Cool.
But I mean, it's. I guess it's cool that they're trying to get into something new or try something new, but I think they need to focus more on their game development than they need to focus on.
Now it's true. There's something different, right? I think you and Kevin talked about it also in the previous episode or two, where Steam doesn't support games with NFTs. You guys remember talking about that?
Yes.
So I wonder if that is going to make an impact on Ubisoft deciding to, do we just
to support that?
Yeah, or with Steam or something like that. I don't know. I mean, to me, now this is where it became interesting to me because honestly, I do not care about blockchain games and NFTs. But when Steam, being one of the biggest, safe to say, right? Mm-hmm. Gaming launchers there is. When they say storefront launchers, everything. When they say we're not going to support games like that, and mind you, this is from last. I wrote that down. It was I want to say maybe a month ago. I don't know if it's changed since then. I haven't been keep up with it, but Steam said we're not going to keep up with that. So I wonder
I think they were trying to say that they were trying to stay away from that because of the predatory practices that come along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what they want to do, and it's their company, they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's free market, free, whatever they want to do, they can do it. And they do have the biggest platform, and
Yeah.
that's fine with me. It's just Ubisoft. I think
You think they're doing it just to be trendy?
that, and I honestly, man, I just think that they're spreading themselves too thin, like way too thin. They don't really listen to their fan base that much, I feel like, because people have been asking for certain features in certain games from their franchises and stuff like that they don't get.
Again, I don't play Ubisoft games,
Okay.
but from what I've heard on the grapevine, that the fans are clamoring, wanting to see Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
So they want to see Sam Fisher, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Hands down.
I think the most that people have got from Sam Fisher and Splinter Cell is like he's like a guest character in a mobile game or something like that.
Yeah, it's one of their little arena shooters or something like that.
That's what I heard. Like,
and they have Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake that just got pushed back.
I've heard that's
again.
been pushed back since like pushbacking was cool.
I think we talked about it this year, like earlier this year, and then it got pushed back like halfway through the year, and it just got pushed back again.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like every time I hear Prince of Persia, I'm like, oh yeah, that a game is getting pushed back. Yeah.
But I mean,
not like again. So I don't have a freaking pony in the freaking race.
right.
So when it comes to Ubisoft, like, I don't know. You have more of a base.
I think they
more of a standing with that company.
Whatever crew that ran Immortals: Phoenix Rising needs to take over more of their game development, because I mean it was more open world, whatever, but it was fun and interesting, and everything was different everywhere you went.
Different
it was
direction compared to the other franchises.
way different, dude. That game was just from top to bottom one of my favorite games
I know you
I've
enjoyed
ever
it, and
played.
you bought the DLCs.
I love that fucking game. It's so good. Graphics are great, combat's great, and then like just everything about it. I had no problems. But yeah, it's weird that they're trying to get into that. Like I said, I think they're spreading themselves too thin. They need to focus on their core franchises and make them better, like Watchdogs or Splinter Cell or Assassin's Creed, and they need to revamp Far Cry. Those types of things. They need to work on themselves a little bit.
I really wish I knew more about NFTs and blockchains, just so I could get an idea of like what's this angle that they're going for. I mean, is it because they want to preserve people's skins and backgrounds and characters? I mean, I could be missing a bigger picture, but I'm like, why do you want to get into NFTs?
Right.
Why? What's the angle here? That's what I want to know.
So somebody creates a NFT of a gun skin, and then they sell it, like sell the copy or whatever, but not the actual gun skin. So they can still keep selling it to make money for themselves in real life or something like that. Maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe it's one of those, like, they'll have like a certain number of like, skins for when you buy a founder's collection or something like that. Right. And that way you got like take it with you everywhere you go. I don't know.
I need to see it in practice for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I got to see it in practice because when I just like,
it seems kind of weird to me, though.
Yeah, because I hear NFTs, I'm like, okay, online baseball cards and images that you own. Cool. What are you going to do with it?
Nothing.
But it's my image. Like, okay.
It's on the internet. That's where it is.
Well,
hopefully the internet doesn't die anytime
you hear
soon.
about Zuckerberg building Meta.
Yeah,
wants to be like a whole online thing, and they want to change Facebook because Facebook is...
Oh, it's in the shitter.
Let's face it. It's for the boomers.
Yeah. All I use it for is to know when people's birthdays are. Happy birthday, Michael House. And for whenever we make events. That's it. That's about all I use it for.
That's true.
Anyway.
But yeah, I think they want to. I think that's what they want. They talked about using NFTs there, Meta and online.
He's an idiot.
That guy's a fucking lizard.
He's an idiot.
You ever see him drink water?
Yep.
When he's in Congress, he's like. And for our audio listeners, guys, we were mocking Zuckerberg drinking water. It was awesome.
That's how a human drinks it, right?
Yeah. Did you hear about Sega and Microsoft to explore a strategic alliance to create new strategic titles? That's this is a fucking title.
Okay.
For Sega and establish next-gen development environment using Microsoft Azure cloud platform.
Oh, they're using Azure?
Yeah, Azure.
Azure.
So the alliance would form a key part of Sega's mid to long-term strategy, allowing the business to move forward with, quote, Super Game, a new initiative for developing new and innovative titles where the key focuses are focuses are the global online community and IP utilization, according to Sega Company Japan, Sega Core. So I'm guessing using the tools that Microsoft has to make Sega bigger, better, stronger.
Yeah, why not? What was that new game that they just released that was based on Yakuza?
Like a Dragon?
No, the most recent one. Fuck, what's it called? Can't remember the name of it, but it's more of the beat 'em up Yakuza style from Sega. It was pretty good from what I saw.
Oh, Judgment.
Was it Lost Judgment?
Lost Judgment. I think it was Judgment was the first one,
right?
And then Lost Judgment is a sequel to that. But they're all tied into the whole Yakuza franchises, and I think they're using the Dragon engine for all those games.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
But
that's what I've been playing, guys. Yakuza Like a Dragon, loving it.
They're
fun game.
That's a good game.
I'm chapter 11, so hopefully I'm near the end because I want to beat it. Because I wanted to play Tales. So quick side of stuff, I forgot to tell you about it. Because I wanted to buy Tales of Arise. And I was like, Rick, you want to get into JRPG while you have this perfectly good JRPG right here, waiting to get beat. It's like, this is a conversation I had with myself, guys, 100%. So I was like, you know what? Let me finish Yakuza. That way I can say, look, I finished this game, and before I start another one.
There you go. Maybe it'll be on sale by the time you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for with the whole Black Friday and winter sale.
29th.
So I'm just like, I've been playing Yakuza. And I forgot how fun it is.
Pretty fucking funny game.
My only problem with it is compared to Persona 5, and that's not a knock to Yakuza, but because Persona 5 to me is so fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. But the combat just is a little too boring compared to what Persona 5 has, where you get a knockdown, then you get one more, and then you get an all-out attack, and then the baton pass, and so fucking awesome. Yeah,
I usually have it on autopilot for basic enemies.
Yeah, I heard you Kevin talking about it. I was like, what the fuck are you guys putting on autopilot? Half the fun is doing the inputs yourself because you do when you actually do the inputs, if you time it right, you're doing more damage. So I was like,
you still block. I still block. That was it.
Perfect guard. I learning that.
Get out of here.
Which is fun. So I'm playing that one. I've been enjoying it. Sorry. Anyways, we're talking about the Yakuza.
So Sega's doing Lost Judgment. It's coming out to pretty good reviews, kind of like a Dragon was. I think Sega's on the uptick. I don't see how a partnership with Microsoft could hurt them in any way. This could only make them better. Microsoft is putting out good products too.
And honestly, if this can somehow, and I'm not saying Microsoft is buying Sega, they're teaming together, working together. One's helping each other to get better. But the thing is, if Microsoft can somehow get some sort of exclusivity deals with Sega to bring some titles to Xbox, because let's face it, gun to head, can you name me any must-have exclusive title on the Xbox that you gotta have?
Forza Horizon 5 on the 8th.
Nice.
Definitely.
That's one, right?
Yeah. Master Chief, Halo on December 12th.
So two solid ones out of
out of their whole catalog.
When you compare it to the rival Sony stock.
Right. I gotta have all those.
I mean, I'm not even the biggest fan of all the Sony games. I'm not. But when you look at Xbox, you're like, what do they have that I can't play, anywhere else?
Right. I get where you're coming from.
After a while, you're like, this is a cool item to have. Awesome. Game Pass is cool.
Right.
Which it is, rightfully so. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, yo, I want a game that I could really fucking get hyped for. And Game Pass, if you're a casual gamer, you just want to try something out without, spending too much. Yeah. Right. Xbox Game Pass is perfect. But as for having a title fuck, I can't wait.
Right.
Even if it gets delayed, I can't wait. They don't have that. So maybe with this partnership we have with Sega, they could get something like that. I don't know.
I'm not even going to go that route. What I will say is not just a holy shit, got to have an exclusive, but Microsoft has been trying to break into Japan for the longest time. It's
true.
Yeah, it's the third highest performing, or it's in last place.
It's basically a Western business trying to make into the Eastern business.
But if they could team up with Sega,
which would be a good shoe-in.
Right, and then just put, Yakuza's on, Microsoft consoles, and it gives people more of an incentive to go buy that console.
Yeah.
And, maybe they'll put out more Japanese related content or Japanese favored content or whatever, because that market's huge.
Yeah.
But everybody's buying Switches and PS5s or whatever. So, what do you want? What do you need an Xbox for?
Yeah, because Tales of Arise, you can also get that on PlayStation just as much as you get on the Xbox.
Right.
I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I could be wrong.
Don't quote me.
Don't quote me, boy. I say shit. Easy E.
But yeah, I think
nobody get that.
Yeah,
You
I got
that.
it. I got
Okay.
it.
For our young listeners,
Easy E was a rapper that died of HIV and AIDS.
NWA boys, do some homework.
But yeah, so like I was saying, I just think that Sega partnering up with Microsoft could only help them in the Japan market.
For sure.
And they definitely need to do something to break into that space a little bit more, because they've got America pretty good. I mean, most of the people that I see though is all PlayStation, but yeah, I think Xbox is trying whatever they can to get into that market. They're trying to knock on the door.
That's
basically.
true, but I love it when like the Sony fanboys get like so mad that God of War's coming on PC. That's bullshit. It's supposed to be exclusive. What the fuck, bro?
Oh, there's your two other exclusives there for you.
Bro.
Let's go ahead and say Elder Scrolls 6 and whatever the fucking, what is the other one? Starfield. Yeah, let's just go with those two.
Like, whatever Bethesda's gonna
whatever
drag
Bethesda's
out.
gonna put out. Dishonored 3. Or...
I saw someone like Todd Howard's gonna have an AMA on Twitter, on Twitch, on Reddit pretty soon. I'm like, the fuck cares?
Who cares what he has to say?
What the
He doesn't run that business no more.
Yeah, what the fuck is he gonna talk
Let's
about?
go talk to his Microsoft overlords.
I saw it I was like, who the fuck cares?
Who?
Yeah,
Is that guy? It just works.
it just works.
It just works. Look at that. Yeah,
Funny.
they're gonna do whatever they can to get into that market. It is what it is.
I mean, and honestly, we know that Microsoft has purchased all these development teams. Hopefully soon, because
Then hopefully,
yeah, because like I said, I mean, like you rattle off two off the top of your head: Forza and
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite.
But after that, it's Starfield and
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6 that are don't have a date.
Yeah, so I'm like, I got one. Awesome. I mean, I use a controller.
Yeah.
The controller's nice.
The controller's nice.
Controller's
I like
nice.
the
I love it.
controller.
You know, but that's for the actual console.
It's like a book.
Yeah, it just looks decorative.
It's a big book.
Yeah, it's a conversation piece. The boys came over like, oh, you got an Xbox? Like, yeah, it's right there. They're like,
Oh, that's cute.
yeah.
That's cute.
Like
Like
Game
Betty
Pass.
White.
Yeah. Like the Game Pass is on there. Like,
All right.
Game Pass, huh?
Is that what you're doing now?
What you doing now? Game Pass? Just casual gaming?
Oh, is that what we're doing? Just being a filthy casual?
Yeah. So, you definitely, I know you guys, you and Kevin talked about Sora Incoming,
Ah, yes.
the latest character revealed.
Sora.
Sora, what are your thoughts on it? I know you talked about it already with Kevin,
Right.
but now that it's been a month, have you gone back and played them?
Nope. I've been busy. He ain't going nowhere.
But
Game ain't going nowhere.
But 100% up front, you're not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, right?
Nah,
so when you saw him, you're probably like, cool.
I was like, oh,
Do your
okay.
thing, bro.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. Cool.
It's
cool,
cute. Like
cool.
the Cersei smirk, like,
Yeah.
it's cute.
That's cute. Cool. That's what I said. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I think someone on Twitter posted up season 1 versus season 2. They had all the characters from season 1,
Right.
and then everybody from
Bangers.
season
Yeah. Season 1 was definitely way better.
2. Me too.
Yeah.
But I'm being 100% transparent on this. I never touched anybody from season 2.
Okay.
So I mean, like, Sephiroth looks cool,
Yeah. He's
but I
pretty
am a
cool.
Final Fantasy VII fanboy. So
Right.
I mean, he looks cool to me.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, you got Alex and Steve,
Yeah, that's okay. They were okay.
Min,
Min was the first one.
Mithra,
Not a-
Pythra.
Those two were fucking badass. I do like them.
They're from
pretty good.
Xenoblade, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Who else do we have in there?
Fucking what's his name from Tekken? He's pretty good too.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
You
He's pretty
can-
solid.
Yeah.
He's pretty solid.
Yeah. If there's one I would like, is to play as fucking
What's his name?
God damn it.
Yeah. I haven't played Tekken in so long. That was the last character I played. I haven't played anything.
Kazuya.
Oh, okay, thank
Kazuya.
you. Kazuya. And then you have
I was about to lose my FG card.
Sora.
I was like, fuck, the boys are gonna hate me. They're gonna take my FG, my fighting game card.
And then yeah, you have Sora. And yeah, me and Steven had talked about it, and I liked what I saw, but if I have my Switch on, I'm playing Dread. Like I haven't even.
Oh yeah, how's Dread been?
Dread's been pretty good.
I think I'm gonna get Shin Megami Tensei 5
Next
day 1,
Friday.
12.
Next Friday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So so Sora came down.
Yeah.
Cool, but nothing that's gonna rock your boat.
There's no
you're,
real-
you're not losing your shit for that one.
There's
right?
no big like tournaments to see what the character can actually do,
sure.
because that's what I like. That's what I like seeing. And I think MK Leo, not MK Leo.
Oh, fucking god.
Zero? No, it was MK Leo.
Oh, Zero's canceled, bro.
No, he's not. He's come back.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, he came back.
Okay. Good for
MK
him.
Leo won a tournament as Byleth, So that was pretty interesting to watch him wreck shop. But like there was no, I mean, it wasn't fucking. What's the other? What was it?
And I think you're right, Ruben. I think there's merit to your point because when season 1 came out, offline events were common.
Right.
You could go and go to Smash TV or anything on Twitch that's at Smash, and you could fucking watch a big time event.
Right.
That has Smash, and you saw the who's was in there.
Right. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Season 2 though, you don't. At least like I haven't seen anything from season 2 offline events for Smash. I
agree.
So like I didn't get to see these new characters, in the spotlight and shine. I was able to see season 1 where I saw Joker fucking shine.
Right.
I saw people, the whole fucking controversy when Hero came out because Leffen was like, this guy's too fucking random. He should be banned. Remember that part? That whole conversation?
Yeah. I remember that. And then he's terrible.
Yeah, but he's fucking terrible. Like he's fucking random. He should be banned. But no,
you can get lucky.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember that part where season 1 was awesome because you actually got to see these characters in action. Mm-hmm. Season 2 with
the pros.
Yeah, with the offline scene being, almost non-existent.
Right.
From my recollection, I don't care about these characters. I don't. And I 100% being transparent, I never cared for Kingdom Hearts. I thought I like
the
cool.
first one. I did like the first one, but then it got to like 1.5, 2.5, 3.0, and then they have a dance game on the Switch. I don't know what's going on.
There's 3 sequels, but there's 15 games in it.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
They're all on Epic Game Store, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, nah, I'd better not. And
I've heard some people say they love them to death. Good for you. I honestly don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Kingdom Hearts. I'd like to play the character just to see what he could do, but a light sword boy doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
I don't know the meta or what the yeah.
Well, I mean, like Roy is heavy or not heavy, but he's he's heavy.
No, I think fucking Ike's a heavy boy.
Ike's heavy, and then
heavy
Roy was
boy.
meat.
I think so.
But yeah, light being light, like as light as Pikachu, it was like, oof, sounds rough whenever you're going against a big boy.
But he's super fast though, I think.
Super fast, yeah.
And speedster.
I gotta take a look at it. I'll probably do that tomorrow, or no, Sunday. So we gotta do shit tomorrow.
Yeah, but I remember. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. And then that being the last character of that game, which got me thinking. So Mr. Sakurai, the creator of Smash. Sakura. Creator of Smash and the Kirby series, right? So Famitsu, which is a online Japanese video game magazine, they asked whether he can create a new sequel in Smash, and he immediately said impossible multiple times. They make a sequel.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay, right?
Yeah, I think.
So a couple of highlights I wrote down. So highlights from the Famitsu magazine interview. He says quotes from Mr. Sakurai. He said, "I am not thinking of a sequel. I am not thinking of it every time. However, I can say with certainty that this would be the end of Smash." Okay. So I need to think whether I must release a Smash game or not, even if I have to do something that would disappoint users.
Right, which is what me and Steven talked about, I think last week or the week before last, where I said if they being that this one is called Ultimate, they would have to rework the entire franchise and start with, Mario and
the basic crew,
and then like
Mario, Luigi, DK, Bowser, and
it's not even that many. Let's go with like 3, and then like redo everything all over again. Like it has to have the Nintendo staples, so DK, Mario, Link, and Kirby.
Yeah,
those are your staples, and then everything else would be brand new to the series. It doesn't even have to have crossovers. They can make completely random characters or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it could be whatever they wanted it to be, but they're gonna have to my prediction is it's gonna be a new director, not a new creator, but like a new director, and then he's gonna take the series and move on somewhere else with it.
So a couple more quotes, right?
Sure.
So I currently don't see a path where Smash can be produced without myself. Honestly, we did actually try leaving it to someone else, but it didn't go well.
Okay.
And if the series were to continue, I have to talk to Nintendo and have a debate on whether it will succeed or not. I must think about this topic seriously. Well, so after saying I won't be doing this,
right.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about it, Nintendo. Right. Figure it out.
Well, he ain't gonna live forever.
No.
He's an old man.
Well, the thing is, I feel like Nintendo has him chained to that fucking desk.
They with it by the ankle.
Yeah, like you ain't going nowhere.
He's got to saw his own leg off, like in Saw.
We own you. You ain't going like it's like I'm like, bro. I don't know. I can't speak for him, but it's like maybe he wants to make another game.
Right.
Maybe he wants to go golfing. I don't know. Maybe he wants to do other things.
It's like Miyamoto doing. Is it Miyamoto? Does like Mario nonstop? Did I say it right?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Miyamoto just doing nonstop Mario after nonstop Mario. I was like, I'm pretty sure he gets bored of that shit at some point, right?
You would think so. You would think so.
That'd be like playing the same character and like Friends
You're in
for
the same
10
role.
years. Yeah.
You're in the same role forever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the conversation was like, yeah, we're done. We're not doing anything till like, well, we're gonna have to talk about it. Like, okay,
if
what's
they
going
want
on,
me to
bro?
do another one,
What you talking about? Now, if they do something new, what would they do? If you ask me, I'd say, look, let's lean into the fucking fighting game part. You already got your items, your wacky stages, your characters from every fucking franchise imaginable,
right?
In Ultimate, let's lean into the aspect that people want to do the competitive scene. Let's lean into that. Why not?
Right. Make it more online.
Support it, because how many times have we heard like Big House or these different large Smash community events are happening, and then Nintendo's like, yeah, cease and desist.
Yeah.
Like how many times do you hear that?
Yeah, that's got to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I could recall, I'm trying my best. One of the last major tournaments at Evo, that when Smash was in Evo, Nintendo was going to shut it down, but the Smash community said we're going to raise money for a charity. Well, Nintendo can't say fucking no to that.
Right.
What kind of fucking monster are you, right?
Right.
But the fact that they were willing to bring down the community of one of their flagship games, like,
because they're not making money on it.
Not that they're not making money, but I really think Nintendo doesn't like the whole. I don't think they like seeing Smash as a competitive game. They want it to be a fun party game where everybody gets together and is having a good time.
Why can't it be both?
Why can't it be both? Well, but I say lean to the competitive part. I don't think there's nothing wrong with competition.
No. They make competitive games all the time. People play competitive Mario Kart or fucking Mario Party.
But that's the thing. That's the community making it. That's nothing that Nintendo's deliberately making a competitive game.
They literally have what was the fucking Splatoon 3 coming out, dude? That's literally a competitive game. That's legitimately an online only. Well, not anymore. 2 was, where it was just like a legitimate online only 3v3 or 4v4 or whatever.
Let me be more specific. A fighting game.
I get you.
Okay.
I get you.
Let's go that. Let me rephrase it. A competitive fighting game.
That's fine. They could do that, but it could also be both things at the same time. It doesn't have to be one
That's
or
what
the
Smash
other.
is. It's already the casual.
Right.
We got that.
It could be both, though.
It is both. It is both. But we don't see Nintendo leaning into the whole competitive. Like, this is all right. This is going to be the Smash 5. This is going to be a competitive circuit for these months. We're going to have
it won't sell as well.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. Not even close to it.
Bummer.
It won't sell as well. They're thinking about their pocketbook. That's what any company does. They're thinking about their pocketbook.
For sure.
So it won't sell as well for sure. But
I wouldn't say for sure, but I think it would sell well if Nintendo actually backs into it. But I don't think Nintendo wants that image.
No,
that's my view. That's my view.
They're definitely not going to do that. But it could still be both, like it is now. It could still be both later on. It's just, what do they actually do with it from here? Like,
for sure.
You have 80 characters
at least,
something like that.
We'll
plus a bunch of other.
We'll ballpark it.
Plus other costumes.
Plus costumes, yeah, for your Miis, your gunners, your brawler, and what's the other one?
Sword.
Gunner, brawler, yeah. Gunner, brawler, and sword. Brawler and sword, yeah.
But yeah, they've got so much stuff they could do with it. But whether or not they want to do it, that's it's on them. It affects their pocketbook. If they want to spend the money to develop a competitive game, they could do so. But if they don't, and they want to appeal to a more broad audience, they would go the party game route. Yes, we do take games and turn them into competitions, especially like a brawl game or whatever fighting game you want to call it. But like, that's something that we do for that game. It's not something that they do, and I don't think they're ever going to support it because they never have. And then the only way that they would support it is by saying, we're doing this for charity. I was like, shit, now we can't.
Yeah.
You're right. It's kind of messed up that they drag down their community that helps hold up that game. And if what's his name?
Which one?
The maker.
Sakurai
said that he didn't want to make any more of them. I'm fine with that too.
Oh, I'm definitely fine with it. Yeah.
But you're going to see a remaster next year, next console generation, whatever it is. things like that they're gonna happen, and it's just gonna become a shell of its former self, and it's never gonna live up to what it is right now, or Brawl, because people still think that Brawl's the best game.
The other one,
Melee, excuse me.
yeah.
Whatever. So I don't know. Does it become any better than what it is? Do they change it up completely? Do they get a new a game director? What do they do? You know,
I don't know.
What can they do from here?
The game's so fucking huge.
It's so huge, and it is a fun game. It is a good game to play with just friends that aren't like fucking super into fucking fighting games or whatever. You just pick it up and play. So what do they do? I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea what they're gonna do with that game or that franchise for that matter. I'd like to see what they do though.
So what do you think about? I know you guys briefly talked about it last week. Pokemon's RTS team, which is like a brand and management talent, brand and talent managing team, and Sony. So her company RTS, which she's a CCO, a chief creative officer, and Sony they purchased Evo,
right?
And her company's gonna be handling part of Evo. What do you think about that? What do you feel?
I don't think I've ever seen her play a fighting game ever.
And that's where I want to fucking jump in. Now, look, she fucking hit the hashtag free MVC2, and I'm thinking she's probably a sweet girl. I never met her. Okay, never met her. She's probably a sweet girl. I was like, have you ever played a set in your life?
No.
You know what an OTG is?
Probably not.
Happy birthday, a Merry Christmas. You're like, and I'm not saying I'm the biggest Marvel fan at all. I'm not. The only one I really dabbled in was MVCI, and I enjoyed it. I had fun. Right. You know, and I know MVC2 is hailed as one of the funnest, most craziest, you know, creative tag crossover games that there is. Awesome, okay. Cool. You know, I don't play it, so 100%. But when she said free MVC2, I'm like, you can play the game? Like, do you? I mean, because if I'm getting these vibes of just like, who the fuck are you? It's like that one time where one of the Kardashian girls wore a Slayer shirt out in public, and Slayer's like, bitch never listened to one of our songs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, who you fronting? Now, same time, I'm not mad at her for tweeting that out. I'm just the way I see it is like, who is someone that's outside to get into the fighting game and like levitate it, like raise it up, and like, are you raising it through like the grassroots level where, you know, it's like the competition, you know, you're in your face, you're playing games and that part, or the whole esports route? I think it's the esports route. That's what I think.
Here's my take on it.
Go.
I think she's done more for the free MVCI or MVC2 movement than any person who plays fighting games at all, because that one tweet reached more people than anybody else in that community's tweet ever would have. Let's just put it that way. Now, does she know anything about it? No. But that shouldn't stop her from promoting her brand and all that other stuff. So good for her for doing that. Good for her for supporting fighting games, FGC tournaments and stuff like that. She's not going to participate in it. She's trying to make money off of it. We all know what she's doing here. But that one tweet, bro, she's got more followers than I could even. Well, she probably, bro. I don't even know how many fucking.
I don't know.
It's a lot.
I don't know.
It's a lot.
See, that pisses me off because like Maximilian, I'm not the biggest fan of Maximilian either, but he's like he's an actual fan. He's a part. He's like a core of the whole fighting game community, and he started the whole movement, or was one of the starters of the movement to free MVC2. And when you say Pokemon probably tweeted out and it got like probably more reception, you're probably right.
She did more for that movement.
You're maybe, I don't know. I can't say for sure, but if someone were to tell me that, I'd probably be like, probably.
Yeah, I'm glad she did it. She brought more eyes to it. And if she can bring more eyes to the fighting game community and make it bigger because of who she is, I'm perfectly fine with that.
And then the aspect I'm fine with, yeah. Like if it's a kind of growth where it gets more eyes and gets a spotlight, awesome. But I don't want to see it become some sort of like glam executive type, like a CS:GO or Valorant or these other big esports games. I prefer the whole, hanging out with your boys, doing a local tournament, talking shit, popping off, and doing stuff like that. Not this whole, casters with, these suits on. And
they've been doing that. They've been doing that, dude. They've been doing that on game tournaments, dude. Fighting game tournaments, yes.
Which ones?
All of them I've seen on Twitch.
Really?
Yes.
Like CEO?
I don't know about that one. I don't think I watched that one. I didn't watch Combo Breaker either.
Fall Classic?
What's the other one?
East Coast,
Not fucking
East Coast Throwdown?
No, I haven't seen Combo Breaker, but they always have some kind of fucking announcers and shit talking in the background, announcing the fucking fights. They do have that.
In suits?
Not in Suits. Nobody said in Suits.
I said that in Suits.
Oh,
being all
I'm not talking
executive.
about Suits, but they have.
Of course they have
They have
commentary.
those, yeah.
Of course they have commentary. But I'm talking about like in Suits, being all executive and having fucking. I don't want to be a fucking shill. Like I'm basically in the boat of Mike Ross.
I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, you want the
For sure. If it helps out the FGC, I'm for it.
Okay.
But I just don't want it to become some sort of glams, esports, fake phony shit.
This is just one tournament out of all of them, right?
One of the biggest ones.
Right.
Evo's one of the biggest ones.
Right. It's just one out of all of them, though,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I think.
I mean, yeah. There's still Combo Breaker. There's still CEO. Those are still around. Those ain't going nowhere.
I don't
For
think.
sure.
But also the other point is like nothing's happened yet. She tweeted out free MVC2.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened yet. She bought they bought Evo, but we haven't seen an Evo yet. So let's get it to that. Let's see the first
like
one.
I said, like
and
I'm
then-
100%. I want to see it. But I just want to be better. I just don't want it to become something that you just don't recognize anymore, where it just becomes this whole corporate shilling. Like the fuck, bro. I just
it
don't
may
wanna
do
see
that.
I know.
It may do
I know.
that,
That's what I would hate to see.
But it might not.
But it might not.
But it might
And
not.
that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Because definitely, like yeah, the FGC is all a bit, all inclusive. Everybody wants to get in there. Awesome. But
Let
earn
me
your
send her a
spot.
text real quick.
Do it.
I'll fix it.
Tell her. Tweet at her.
I don't know that child.
Oh, I don't know that girl.
don't
Nice
know
girl. Probably a sweetheart. I don't know.
Probably.
But it's just like,
Yeah, she's got a far reach though.
yeah,
She's
she's
got a
an
far reach.
influencer for sure.
For
I
sure.
hate that word.
Yeah, she definitely is though.
Yeah.
Influences all those.
The
Never mind.
Simps?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why you self-censored. I mean,
I wasn't gonna say it.
yeah.
I wasn't gonna say
Don't
it.
self-censor yourself, dude. Be 1,000%
I mean,
be
we're
yourself.
on Twitch. You can't say that
Who
on
cares?
Twitch.
They don't know us. They don't know us. Nothing at all.
What else you got, Baba?
I want to talk
Baba.
about. Oh yeah. So. Damn, I got a whole bunch.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I'm not gonna jump around because I'm gonna lose my spot. So let's go back to the fucking elephant in the room. AB, Activision Blizzard.
What about them? What'd they do this time?
So they revealed during their quarterly earnings report that there would be a delay for Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4.
Ah, yes.
It causes their stocks to slump.
Mm.
The whole stocks slumping. That's just business.
Yeah, it's
somebody
regular shit.
somebody says something stupid, it'll slump,
Mhm.
and then the next day it's fine, back together, whatever. But
Right.
Stocks not being part of the conversation here at all. But the fact that the whole mess that's been going on over there, and what is it, Anaheim or California?
Somewhere in
California.
Cali,
Somewhere in
yeah.
Cali, California. Ever since the whole shit's been going on, their stuff's delayed.
Mhm.
2 of their major games. I'm not surprised, right? With everything that's been going on, people
Definitely not.
leaving.
They had their female creative lead leave the company this week as well.
I saw something about that. Yeah.
So I mean, people are jumping ship, bro. It's like rats on a ship, just trying to get off that motherfucker. I don't know where they go from here, dude. Like their Diablo 2 servers are dog shit. Every Diablo 2 player knows it.
the Resurrection one, right?
Yeah, like you can't even. You're in a
Dude, there
queue.
was
It's stupid.
So much noise. Because remember when after the whole accident came out, they're like, "Yeah, we're not gonna buy their Activision games anymore." And then like it was like number 4 for the month of September. Like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all need to shut the fuck up. Y'all are fucking. Someone's buying that goddamn game.
Yeah. That's the server thing's an issue. Them having to change McCree to Cassidy. What was it?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know
I
what
don't
the
play
fuck
that fucking
I-
game.
So stupid.
It's
It
a made up
doesn't matter.
character. It's a made up
exactly-
fucking character.
That's what I didn't understand about it. It's like, who cares what his name is?
But the person that did that was really offensive. I was like,
Okay, who cares? But also, like, I had to. It was like, what if it was like somebody named him Adolf Hitler, dude? Like, then you change the name.
that name dropped off quick.
Then-
No one.
Then you change it.
Yeah.
Then you change it.
Yeah.
But then and not only that, but it took them months to
To think of
change the
something?
name, dude. It's just the name.
Like,
why did it take you
I'm
so long?
pretty sure WoW has a name randomizer generator. They could have picked one out of there.
Just hit backspace a few times, type in whatever the fuck
Is this
Cassidy.
taken? Is this taken? Is this taken? There.
It's so dumb, dude. It took them forever to change that name. And then now that female lead left, and they had that whole debacle with Warcraft 3 remastered, which
They've
still
had a whole
haven't
string of
fixed.
stuff. Like some of their head people has left. I know what Jeff Kaplan left already.
Overwatch.
Some other other head people. Like I know we talked about it before. I don't have it's some other notebook.
Yeah.
But they've had just a string of people leaving,
bad decisions,
being fired, being
and then the CEO trying to take less money so he'll stay as a CEO.
Was it Bobby Kotick? I think
whatever
his
the
name.
Fuck that pedophile looks like. I don't know.
Was he the pedophile?
Yeah, I don't know. He looks weird.
I know he's the CEO, so like it falls down on his feet. Like, bro, that's your team.
He looks sus, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look.
He looks a little sus.
They're all getting rich off of loopholes and shit.
So yeah, I don't know, man. They're just making a bunch of bad decisions, and it just doesn't look good for them right now. And I feel like they're holding on by like a thread. And yeah, their stocks are taking a slump, but I also feel like they're lying to the shareholders at some point. Like,
they have to be, right?
They have to be. They have to be bleeding money.
I mean, they I'm pretty sure their fucking team is held together by fucking scotch tape and band-aid now.
I'm pretty sure. Let's just talk about this right now.
Let's talk about it.
So quarter ends December 18th, right? Fourth quarter ends. First quarter begins December 19th. Let's just go ahead and say that we're going to hear about some layoffs that week from Blizzard Activision. I'm calling it here first, boys.
Some execs?
No, not the execs. So a lot of the employees. Yeah, they're going to start shutting down studios. I have a feeling it's going to either come right at the beginning of the first quarter or at the beginning of quarter 3.
Okay.
It's coming. It's coming down the pipe.
Okay.
Because they're not getting any revenue from new games. Like, the ones that bought Diablo 2 bought it. That's gone. I don't know if they recoup their expenses or not. You're not getting Overwatch 2 until 2023 now. You're not getting Diablo 4 until
2024, maybe?
2024.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's if nothing else gets delayed. You've got no
and everything goes right from here on out.
You've got no new World of Warcraft expansion to bring all the other players back.
And even then, they've been kind of...
They've been out, bro.
They'll have like a bump for like a week or two, and then...
Yeah, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
But, like, I have a feeling they're just bleeding money left and right. And it's just a matter of time before we hear about a bunch of studio closures and a bunch of employees getting fired. And, you know, maybe the CEO loses his job at the beginning of the year as well. I'm going to say CEO first and then employees after that.
He's going to resign.
In disgrace.
He's going to resign.
In disgrace.
And then go to another company or something.
Guys, I hope not, dude. You know, it'd be fucking great if they brought, what was his name from Nintendo? Reggie?
And
he just comes in there and fucking makes it all badass, and he's like, "We're gonna fix all the old games first. We're gonna make True Honor Promise on Warcraft 3. We're gonna make World of Warcraft badass, whatever it is." And then like, I trust that guy more than I trust
the other guys,
anybody else for that matter. So I don't know. They need to do something to turn it around. And
speaking of people getting mad in California, you watch Dave Chappelle's Closer?
The
Closer?
I saw it.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it wasn't his strongest special. It was funny.
I liked it. I still think I prefer Sticks and Stones.
Sticks and Stones was
I thought that was funnier.
Way
I
better.
was more recent ones. Of course, Killing Him Softly was
I think
my favorite one.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to make a point on this one,
yeah.
and he made it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
And I enjoyed it. I watched it the whole way through in one sitting. I didn't pause it and step away from it. I enjoyed the shit out of it. But yeah, I don't think it was his strongest material. It was good, but it wasn't his strongest. Sticks and Stones was definitely up there, and that's where
Sticks and Stones, they had Jesse French actor Jesse Smollett,
and he brought it up again. He brought up a bunch of stuff. He brought a bunch of callbacks up, and it was really good that he did that.
But you hear his rebuttal, like after he meant some of the people from LGBTQ plus community wants to like cancel him. He's
the
like
alphabet people.
Yeah, he's like, look, we'll have this conversation at my location, at my place,
right?
But you have to watch everything first before you say shit.
Right.
I'm like, cool, can't wait.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I just don't, like I said, I don't think it was his strongest material. Yeah. It was good, but just good. not his best.
Fucking Clifford. Yeah, so Activision, Blizzard. Like, I didn't want to talk about it, but I was like, you know, Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 games that I don't give a shit.
Yeah, not till 2023,
I don't give a shit, but someone wants to hear about it, and maybe don't know about it.
I want Diablo 4. I love Diablo. It just bums me out. Like, they announced the game 2 years ago, but they fucked it up with the mobile one, which still isn't out. Like, how hard is it to copy paste? We talked about it, me and Steve.
It really is a copy paste.
It's a copy paste of another game from Tencent. Like, how hard is this, guys? Like, you could have had this out already. You could have been making money on the mobile scene, but you're not.
Yeah.
You guys got phones. By the time they release Diablo Immortal, the phones are gonna be like in our hand, and we're hello.
It's gonna be
it's gonna be built into our heads somehow.
Optic link or something.
Yeah,
Nerve link.
We're gonna have the Neuralink from
Neuralink.
Elon Musk.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Son of a bit. By the time that shit comes out, bro, it's so stupid. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about Blizzard Activision that we haven't already said before. It's so stupid. They're making a bunch of bad decisions.
Yeah. I think that's why I wanted to bring it up with Overwatch and Diablo. I think that the accumulation of all this bad media coverage and not bad media coverage, just bad things that's going in the media about them, the decisions going on there, all the allegations and stories and rumors and walkouts and protests and just bad work ethic. Like I think that's has to be the main effect or the reasons why these games were fucking delayed and pushed back.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
It's just not looking good for them.
Not at all.
Like I said, Q1, it's coming.
So, From Software showcased 15 minutes of gameplay of Elden Ring on November 4th, which happened yesterday, guys.
It sure did.
You messaged me about it.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm not watching. I'm treating it like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where when they had that demo, I was like,
yeah, but
I know it's not a demo, but I don't want to watch anything. This is something that I'm looking forward to, that when it comes out, I want to be totally immersed into it and experience for the first time. I mean, of course, if you guys watch it and enjoy it, by all means, watch and enjoy it, please. Right. But just me personally, I am choosing to remove myself from it. I mean, I've seen some clips here and there, like a 5-second little clip or something like that, or some previous trailers. Okay, cool. I know what this is about. I just want to keep that, just want to be cautious. And that is not saying that I think I'm going to be like super hype, and then when the game comes out, I'm going to be like, oh, this game's fucking underwhelming. I don't think that at all. I just I want to see every of these creations, this landscapes, all these, everything, this whole world that I want to get immersed to. I want to wait until I get to play
it the first time.
Yeah, I want to enjoy it. Yes,
eyes,
exactly. I don't want to be in there, be like, oh, this is the part where I get to. No, I don't want to do that. I want to dip.
I feel that. It definitely looked really good.
Yeah.
It made me more excited for it. Like, I was already pretty hyped for it, and now that I saw what I did see, which I'm not gonna.
No, I mean, you could talk about it. It's fine.
It looks great.
Yeah.
The combat looks great. Magic looks great. Co-op looks fun, or invading looks fun.
I know there can be some co. I think they talk about co. Like, you can up to like 4 people. The
dungeons look pretty dope. Like, it looks good, and I'm excited. They didn't show any of the UI. They only showed actual gameplay.
Okay.
But they did show UI,
of
a map.
I'm sure UI would probably be like a red bar, a green bar, and a blue bar.
The map was enormous. It looked pretty cool. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
They did mention crafting, which I wasn't too sure about, but
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'll reserve judgment.
Yeah, I want to reserve judgment for sure. I'm not gonna give it the Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I'm
gonna reserve judgment on that.
No,
it looks surprisingly, unsurprisingly, really fucking great, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean,
if that makes any sense. Like, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
I definitely like how the aesthetics of when I see Demon Souls and Dark Souls, those aesthetics, I love it a lot. Even Bloodborne kind of shares into it. I remember when I was playing Sekiro, like, I didn't get those kind of vibes with the enemy types, because most of the enemy types were humanoid.
Right.
There was a few fantastical creatures here and there, but for the most part,
fucking ape.
Oh, goddamn apes.
The damn dirty ape.
Those apes and the serpent people and a couple other things. There were a few bizarre creatures on there. Very few compared to Demon Souls and Dark Souls,
right,
and Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that part, okay. But Sekiro was almost like almost a different animal of its own compared to the other of its ilk, which is fine.
For sure.
Fine. Yeah, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You saw me play the shit out of fucking Sekiro. I love that game.
Yeah, and I think that this one is just a continuation of that. They took what they learned while making Sekiro, and they're applying it to this new IP, and it seems to, like I said, it looks smooth as hell. It looks really well done. The terrain, the enemy types, the magic. Well, the magic in Dark Souls has always been kind of lackluster, but this one looks a lot better. Like, this one looks way, way better. And I'm excited for it.
I get the collector's edition?
Nah,
the statue looks cool.
The statue looks cool, but where the fuck am I gonna put it? I don't have a giant ass bookshelf.
You can bring it over here.
I ain't bringing it over
donate
here.
it.
Nah, I could.
I need to fucking cash. I need to get this fucking cloud one. Like, bro, it'll be right here on the show every fucking week.
It'll be on the show, dude.
Every other week.
Can't even see it. It's out of focus.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can't even see who those characters are back there.
Got that 1080 Logitech, bro.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I can't wait, and I know you are too. So
yeah.
Especially when you're like, I'm not watching shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I saw anybody dog the shit. I mean, nobody trashed it from what I heard. Like, look, I mean, at this point, if you hear Dark Souls from Software, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
Don't expect story mode, easy mode, or getting held by the hand. You ain't getting that, bro.
Nope.
Sorry.
Well, maybe now that Tencent has 7% of their stake
From Software, yeah, I saw that. The parent, they bought some of the parent company.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
So I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm thinking Tencent's like, okay, we're not going to buy y'all's companies, but we're just gonna dip a little bit in there. So that way, we just get some revenue.
Nah, why not?
Revenue here, revenue
Free
here,
revenue.
there. Yeah, we'll just dip 6% from this company. 7 for this company.
I like how they did it. I like how they announced that like right before the Elden Ring.
Right, the hype before the hype came out.
Yeah.
Well, because I remember, I don't think you guys talked about it, but there was like a leaked trailer that came out. Not a leaked trailer, but a leaked game footage that came out, and it was supposed to be like held up through NDAs and non-disclosures and all that stuff. But someone still leaked it out.
Like, you can
I think
jump.
that was at one company. Where they're like, yeah, this ain't gonna be a good fit for us. We're not working with you anymore. I think they leaked it through them.
About that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you guys leaked our shit. Okay, we're not working with y'all. I wrote it down. I have to look through my notes.
It's all good.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, I'm excited.
I'm
of course, it got pushed
excited.
back from January to February.
That's okay.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
It's okay.
I think that could have been another reason why it got pushed back was because of that leak. Maybe if I was to put some money on it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who
knows? So, by the way, if you want to jump into some of your topics.
No, go ahead. You got like 4 pages.
A ton.
Yeah.
And this is just from this week.
I know.
I'll go last month.
Nah, let's keep going with current
It's gonna
topics.
guys, it's gonna be a fucking long episode.
Because I gotta get home and finish a PC, bro.
No, you're fine. It's already 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's already 9 o'clock.
Sure.
Besides, you've been waiting for this. You missed me. I know you did.
Do I?
You did.
Did I?
You have.
Okay. You say so.
I know.
Of course I did.
So Square Enix claims that Crystal Dynamics was the wrong fit for disappointing Marvel's Avengers.
Square Enix said that?
Yes.
Okay.
So the company's president says it needs to learn lessons from the much criticized game's performance. This is from VideoGamesChronicle.com. So, Crystal Dynamics, best known for their latest Tomb Raider series and collab with Microsoft, Studios to work on Perfect Dark.
Great fucking game, by
That's
the
what I
way.
heard. I heard they're really good.
Tomb Raiders are really good.
I heard they revitalized that franchise and
So
put it back
good.
on. Yeah. So,
It sounds like they're trying to deflect the, you know what I'm saying?
let me finish the quote. So Marvel's Avengers was an ambitious title for us in that we took on the game as a service model, according to Yosuke Masuda, Square Enix president.
Right.
So, I'm thinking maybe I'm looking at both sides here. Okay, maybe Crystal Dynamics don't have the proper equipment or tools or knowledge to handle a game of a service model. Maybe they don't.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Now, on the backside of that coin is maybe this game shouldn't have been a game as a service
Also correct.
title. Maybe it could have been an awesome. Let's just say you're playing as we'll leave Crystal Dynamics to their strength, and you get a awesome heroine, Black Widow, and you do an adventure where you have to go climbing around, exploring, and unlocking things, and slowly progressing a story that's, somewhere in the on its own Marvel multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be anything that's tied into the MCU or whatever in the comics. We already know that comic books have tons of fucking multiverses that you can just dip into anything and do these whole what ifs.
Loki proved that.
For sure, right? So who's to say they couldn't just got an awesome game where you pick an awesome Avenger and you do a story and then have at it,
Yeah.
instead of miring it with EXP boosts,
Yeah.
cosmetics, skins. After they said, I know you and Kevin talked about it, they said there's going to be no microtransactions in this game minus cosmetics.
And they put them in.
And then here's your EXP boost. Okay, now first of all, what does that say about your game? That you have to put experiences boost in your game.
And they already took them out too.
Yeah, and they took them out.
Yeah.
They quickly redacted that shit.
Yeah. I'm not sure what. I know that the game is a grind fest for sure, but like, I tried playing it. It was on Game Pass, and it came off my hard drive so fast.
Yeah,
I
as quick as it came on.
I was like,
it went out.
I was like, nah, it's just gotta go. Yeah, they could have definitely done like some sort of a single player experience. It didn't need to be multiplayer co-op or, online service or whatever. I mean, it could have just been Squirrel Girl, and it probably wouldn't have sold as well. But I know that Crystal Dynamics isn't the one to blame here. They were definitely forced in a certain direction by their parent company.
I'm pretty sure Disney was maybe like, hey,
let's say
it's good.
We know that Final Fantasy VII Remake is good, right? We know it's good.
Minus that door.
Minus that. Well, it's fixed now. But let's just say it's a great game.
I love it.
It's a really good game, right?
Love it.
Now, let's say nobody bought it. But we all know it's a really good game. But for whatever reason, nobody bought it. Would they be saying that shit about that team as well? Just trying to deflect off the, you know what I mean? Like, if it just didn't perform as well. Like, we all know it's a great game. The reviews came out. It was great or whatever. But the sales just it weren't there because it wasn't everybody's type of game or whatever.
Yeah.
Then would they be saying this? Oh, it just wasn't. It just wasn't.
It wasn't a good fit.
It just wasn't. But that's their own it's their own production studio, and they're talking shit. Like, maybe they weren't the best ones to handle it. Maybe you shouldn't have forced them to do shit that they didn't want to do, or force them to make a shit tier game, and then also approve it whenever they send it to you, and then you send back notes.
So it got through quality control somehow, some way.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they tried to hype it up with fucking influencers on Twitch.
Oh, God, I remember
And the
that.
minute I saw it, I was like, this game looks like garbage.
Yeah, they had Maximilian playing it and all these other people playing it. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it was definitely not a game that I wanted to play, and it's just a damn shame that it didn't turn out as good as everybody wanted it to be. And I don't know, like Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man, both Miles Morales and
the base one.
And I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 2, and I'm looking forward to Wolverine, which they're somehow managing to do at the same time. So like it goes to show that like a quality studio can, like Insomniac and Crystal Dynamics, because Crystal Dynamics has proven themselves in the single player facet of gameplay, like with Tomb Raider to me. And I think that if they would have stuck with that route and not made a live service game just a cash grab,
I think that's where therein lies the problem. It was making a game as a service.
Yep.
And I don't, even if you gave it to a team that was really good with games as a service, and I use that loosely because I don't even think
Bungie could have done a good job.
Yeah, there's no game company that I'm like, oh, they make live service games, awesome. And there's no company that I think about that. Right. So I think that was just the wrong model to begin with. They should have been just a single player action, all the safety check boxes.
But how many have really made it? Like, you have Fortnite, you have Modern Warfare, you have PUBG maybe.
But those are dipping into a whole different subgenre,
but they're
major
still
genres. They're
still live service.
But it's the BR. I think that's part of the strength that makes them in there.
Right, and then you have Destiny, and Destiny's still surviving. But like Anthem,
we don't talk about it, but still getting updated.
Still getting updated.
Of course.
For whatever reason. But like name, more.
I think those games that you're naming are their strengths lie in their genres that they are. The battle royales and the that first person shooter. I think those are lying on those strengths, and then the game as a service is additional to.
Right, but
I think, in my opinion, sorry to cut you off, but I think Marvel Avengers, I think it's lackluster gameplay with game as a service, and right there, I think that's just two negatives that do not equal a positive.
I would agree with you, but I would also say like, I gotta sneeze.
Sneeze. 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
Did you guys say something in Spanish or something? Like get an eyelash or something?
No. What I was gonna say is like even like Division failed miserably at first, and then they had to take a step back, reevaluate, and come back out. See, like, okay, Marvel's Avengers failed miserably. They took a step back and never came back to it. I mean, they kind of did, but not really. You know what I mean? They didn't come back and try to fix whatever it was that they had fucked up in that game, where it was like same levels over and over and
repetitive grind
that nobody wanted to do.
They made some DLCs where you could buy Clint and his daughter, Katie Bishop, I think, and Black Panther, and
but like they never really got never really came back to it like full force. So I think they abandoned it because they knew it wasn't gonna make any money. That's why it went on Game Pass, and then now they want to talk shit about their own fucking studio. That
I don't see the part where they say it's not a good fit. Like, I think the whole that model was just.
I don't think any of their studios would have been a good fit for that. I don't think any of them would have.
I'm sure they could have handled it. One of the studios probably could. I honestly, I think if you would have gave the game to Crystal Dynamic and say, look, play as one of these like B to C type superheroes,
right?
And then go around town and leveling. Like,
but I was talking about as a live service game. I don't think any of them would have been able to handle it. As a single player game, Crystal Dynamics would have knocked it out of the fucking park.
For sure.
That was my point.
For sure. Yeah. The games as a service part.
Yeah, not all of them make it.
No, and the ones that do make it are the ones I think they have their strengths lie in their genre. They're the ones that do make it.
Right, and then even then, most of them fail when they come out, and then they take a step back. Even Fortnite fell when it first came out.
Oh, for sure.
It was a crafting game.
It was a crafting game, survival.
Like, we're just gonna do this, and now look at it. It's everywhere.
They oh wait, they're doing PUBG. Let's do that.
Hell yeah,
they're doing Battle Royale. Let's do that.
Exactly.
Imposter mode, let's do that.
Destiny 1 came out. Nobody really liked it that much. And then they took a step back, came back, updated it, and then it was good. And then they released Destiny 2, and then it was dog shit. And then they had to come back and fix everything and, bring it back better.
Bungie broke away from Activision.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, Destiny 2 had come out before they broke away.
Yeah.
And then, it wasn't as good as it is now. The game is way better now.
Leaps and bounds, for sure.
Yeah. So, they never came back to it, and they're not gonna. The game's done. It's done. It needs some... But they just need to they need to take blames. They need to take the blame on the chin.
They need to take on the chin for that one.
And then not pass it off to one of their own studios, who is a well-regarded studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be bullshit.
It's not our fault.
No, it's not their fault.
That's what they're saying. It's not our fault.
You wanted it to be live service.
Yeah.
That's on you.
For sure. Anyway. So we have some big releases for the month of November. Today we have Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh, is that out?
On the 9th, we have Forza Horizon 5.
It's the 8th.
The 8th?
Yeah, it comes out on the 8th. It's actually out right now.
The 9th? That was the 9th.
It's actually out right now.
I could be wrong, guys. So
if you pre-ordered the Holy Shit Edition, it's out.
Oh, those? Well, they do the early day pass shit. I fucking hate. I fucking... You guys know me. I'm fucking frugal, basic ass fuck. I'm not giving you my fucking hard-earned cash just so I could play your game 3 days early. I think that's complete fucking bullshit. Your game's ready to go 3 days earlier? Ship it 3 days earlier.
It's also on Game Pass day one. Why would you pay for it?
Reason to play that.
Facts.
Reason to play that.
I can't wait.
Shin Megami Tensei 5, November 12th.
Yep.
Battlefield 2042, November 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, November 19th. And Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker, November 23rd. That's going to be an expansion.
Yeah, the expansion for the MMO.
Yes, sir. Any of those excite you?
For sure, Battlefield. I don't really give a fuck about Call of Duty.
I was talking about Homeboy online. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He just sent me a picture. Unable to play Call of Duty Vanguard right now. Your computer doesn't have the proper requirements. I'm like, bro, you're doing that right now? He's like, yeah.
Suck it.
Feels bad, man.
Forza Horizon 5.
You gotta say like that,
Forza.
Like pizza.
Cannot wait for that one. What was the other ones on the list?
Shin Megami Tensei 5,
I'm
Battlefield, and the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
I want to check out all three of those. Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei 5, Battlefield 2042 or 2022, whatever it is. And
does Endwalker bring you back into the Final Fantasy MMO?
No. It got boring.
You tried it out for a hot minute, right?
Yeah, I tried it out for like 10 hours. And then I was,
collect some stuff.
That's where I'm at on New World right now.
You guys...
We were all about it,
yeah.
Dude. But
100%, guys, being upfront, I bought the game after that last podcast I was in. You guys were talking about it. Like, okay, let me try it out. At $49.99 or $39.99, whatever the price was.
$40.
Okay, let me get in there.
But then all the duping started, and then craziness is going on.
Yeah.
So like it's a fucking mess in there. So I haven't touched it ever since all that stuff started.
So after that conversation we had, I got it, and at that price point, no monthly subscription. Okay, sure. I bought it. I bought me a copy, and I bought one for Mikkel. And we played it, hang around. Like, oh, you start off on this island, cool. We need to go kill some of those zombies. Okay, cool. And here's a little item. Cool, thank you. Here's your talents. Put them where you want. Now I did like the whole. This is your character. You want to be a healer? Just get the proper weapon. You're good. You want to be a ranged person? Get the proper weapon. You got it. You want to switch on the fly between those two? Not awesome. like that. When it comes to like your professions, what do you want to do? Level it up.
Everything.
Now that was super cool because I like the whole flute. You know, one character could do everything. I thought that was awesome.
Right.
You know, they had like a lot of these quality of life features that other MMOs were lacking. And okay, I take that back. I don't know what these other MMOs were lacking because the only one I have experience with is WoW, and that's between Burning Crusade, up to the Lich King, Cataclysm, and then the very beginning of Mist, like barely like a week or two into it. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, from all those, you know, my experience from, you know, playing all those expansions and then just playing this New World one, I was like, okay, these really awesome, you know, quality of life features, really cool. I like it. But after a while, it's just like, go, you know, it's all this to me. It just felt like,
yeah, it's the same shit.
It's like, hey, go collect this now, bring it back, go chop down wood, cool. And don't get me wrong, some people fucking enjoy it and are having a blast, and more power to you if you like it. But I personally was like, nah, dude, I'm fine.
It was fun getting together with the boys, but like once all the duping and all that stuff started happening, I was like, I'm out. I'll wait until the thing comes back and they updated it or whatever, because they stopped trading, they stopped wars, they stopped a lot of stuff. Like you couldn't even pay taxes because there's a way to dupe, so you couldn't pay taxes on your property, you couldn't craft or whatever. So I was just like, what? What's the point of playing the game?
You
can't do shit.
Like 1% of the U.S. population.
So I was just like, I'm out. I'm out for right now. Then I went to Ghost, and I was like, I got so much other stuff to do, like to play, and then I'm done with New World for until they fix everything, and then I'll hop back into it. But as of right now,
yeah, it was fine.
Things.
It was cool. It was cool. So yeah, I saw that whole list. Honestly, for November, I'm excited for Shin Megami Tensei 5. Like, I knew it was coming out, and I'm like, oh shit, it's literally around the corner, and I'm kind of like, man, I know it's not Persona, but it's the same development team. And, you know, I was talking to my boy Bruce about it. And he's like, you know, dude, yeah, you won't get the whole, like, interaction with your party members and the slice of life, you know, school, you know, decision and going to school and stuff like that. But, you know, the combat should be really good. And the dungeon crawling, you know, I was like, okay, you know what? That was some of the very strong aspects from Persona 2. So, like I said, I'm not expecting a 1-for-1, you know. This is going to be its own thing. But I'm excited for it. I kind of want to play it. And now that it's around the corner, like it's like within reach, I'm like, okay, it's not being delayed.
And you're off on Friday?
I'll be off on Friday.
Ooh, all day.
You know, I'm like, I think I might actually want to pick this one up and stream it. I don't know. It's been a while since I played a Nintendo game.
You got to beat Yakuza before.
And I have to play Yakuza. I'm really close. Really fucking close. So hopefully.
You can't just get to the last mission and then never play the game again. You got to beat the game.
Not Peace Walker. Phantom Pains.
Phantom Pains.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to savor this moment. And I'm going to do some side content. And I think
you've been savoring for 6 years straight, bro.
7 years, because the release trailer came out like in June 2014. I'm like,
oh boy,
because the trailer, like the Hideo Kojima music trailer came out June 24th, and the game was released in September. I'm like,
yeah, it's been a minute. You should go back and just finish the one mission. Can't be that hard.
Oh, trying to get back to the whole mindset of the mechanics. I'm like, what the fuck?
I've been wanting to play through that game. I've only gotten like halfway through it, and I love MGS.
Me too.
It wasn't 3, and it wasn't like
3 was a fucking goat, bro.
It's the goat. Hands down.
Yeah, back to that conversation we had last time I was on about the IGN's best game ever. What the fuck was Snake Eater at?
No, it wasn't on that list.
Yeah, a bunch of piece of shit. God of War, motherfucker. This game came out 3 years ago. You want to call it the best game ever? It's
coming out on PC in 2 years.
Yeah, you want to call it the best game ever? Maybe for that time, maybe for this generation, I'll give it the best game ever. But all time, get the fuck out of here, dude.
It's a pretty goddamn good.
It's good. It's a good game. I'll give it that. It's a good game for its generation. But best game ever? The fuck out of here.
Ever? I don't know.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But pretty goddamn good. So
just pretty much excited for Battlefield.
I want Battlefield. I'll wait for your judgment on Shin Megami Tensei 5. I do want to pick up a Pokemon game, but I'm not sure if I want to spend $60 on a remaster.
And you know they are. Fucking Nintendo's going to do the fucking full price tax.
So
Nintendo tax.
I'm just going to use what Kotaku said and just emulate the game with my new CPU.
Like they did with Dread?
I didn't do that. I bought it.
No, like they did with Dread.
Oh, like they did with Dread, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They're weird, dude. $60 for a game that they're re-releasing.
I think Nintendo
I've done too many of those already.
I think Nintendo has this fucking hubris about themselves. They know they're good, and they have the fan base that they have even like the millennial or like our generation that grew up with them. They know we love it and we have nostalgia for it. And this new age of gamers that are playing it also.
Whatever that fucking online expansion pass shit is so stupid, dude.
For sure.
So stupid.
For sure.
Was it $50 a year?
I saw that. And the only reason I was okay with the first Nintendo Online was because it's $20.
Right.
A whole year, $20 to get some cloud saves and just, some basic features. You know what? At $20, I spend $20 on stupider shit. That's fine.
But $50
But beyond that, just to play some older games, I'm like,
Nintendo 64 games that are worse than they were when they were released.
It's honestly.
And Sega Genesis.
Do you remember when they made the PlayStation Classic? It's kind of like the Nintendo like it didn't sell shit because people realized by that time when you look at the graphics, there's not enough amount of nostalgia to save you from looking at that shit. You're like, what the fuck? When you look at the old school Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, that pixelated art, it fucking ages phenomenal. Right. It's awesome. But when you look at fucking Tony Hawk, like, oh.
However, I will play the shit out of some MGS1.
Oh,
no matter what. No matter what.
Nah,
but that's if
they remake that game,
one of my favorite games.
I am in. Yeah, should remake that one
for sure.
Yeah, so basically just Shin Megami Tensei. That's the only one I'm excited for.
I'll wait for you to pick it up so I can.
Yeah,
see.
I'm excited for like Travis and Heian with Final Fantasy 7, well Final Fantasy 14 and Walker. Will those boys be going back?
Oh, they're going back
after New World loses over 500,000 players in a month.
It's lost more than that.
Now let's be legit here. Let's be honest, boys. Let's not kid ourselves. So Steam charts all-time peak of concurrent players was 913 and 27,000.
That's a lot.
900,000 whatever. Big ass
almost a billion people.
Almost a million.
Oh,
almost a million. Almost a billion. It's dwindled down to an average of 389,652 in the last 30 days.
Let's see where it's
according to CBR.com and Steam charts. Now, at almost 400,000 players, that's pretty good to have that. But there's a drop off. There is definitely a drop off.
So peak players is 726,965 people. As of right now, currently there is 238,584 players playing right now.
Some games would kill to have 200,000 players.
Yes, they would.
For sure.
Yes, they would.
But I'm thinking people got into this game. Oh yeah, I played this already.
Yeah.
Now what? Okay, cool. Well, I don't have to pay any script fee. I'll come back to it later.
Yeah, you can come back whenever. That's what I liked about it. It's like, okay, maybe they have some. It was a rocky launch. It's rocky. Yeah. With the server transfers, with the duping, with the invincibilities.
It was highly popular. Popular as fuck. I mean, everybody was talking about it. I mean, yeah.
It's fun. It is fun.
It's okay.
But they have problems. They need to fix it.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I saw that. I was like, wow, I'm not too surprised.
I mean, he's got more than Apex Legends, which is fucking crazy.
So Sony has a minor stake in Devolver Digital. I ain't mad at that.
No, Devolver Digital went public.
They went public, and
they're worth
Sony
$956 million.
I didn't get their worth, but it's up there. It's up there.
They had to post that whenever they went public.
It's good for them though. I like that.
Pretty good
for a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure it's a nice group by now, but
now it is. Yeah,
I never had a problem with
from what they started off with.
Yeah, I never had a problem with them. Every time I saw like, published or developed or published by Devolver, I'm like, okay.
Enter the Gungeon.
It can't be a bad game,
right?
Enter the Gungeon, Katana Zero,
My Friend Pedro.
Carry On
was good, and that was Game Pass. They've got a bunch of them coming out here pretty soon too. Wasn't Pathless part of Devolver Digital?
And what's the other one? Path of Exile. Not Path of Exile. Death's Door.
Death's Door. Yeah, you're right.
I'll play that one. Looks too cool.
It's coming out on Game Pass, isn't it?
I think so.
Soon.
Could be. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they've been working real close with Microsoft, so I ain't mad at them.
And the last thing, I know I've been like dominating this whole conversation, guys.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
Sorry. It's like,
You've been out for a month. I want you to come in.
Yeah, and I still have this shit ton of stuff. Watch my solo stream, and I'll give you more on just chatting. I'm gonna be like with a hot tub or something.
There you go.
A banana float
in a bikini
with ASR. Just
ASMR.
Give me money. Quality content. And November 7th, N7 Mass Effect Day. Any thoughts? What you think? You think we're gonna hear anything? See anything? Do you want to hear or see anything?
No, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit until they're ready to sow it.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I want to see the Dragon Age first, which doesn't have its own day, which is the game that's supposed to come out first anyway.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's supposed to be Dragon Age and then a Mass Effect game.
I thought it already came. No, I never.
No, the new Dragon Age, they said they were moving away from a live service game.
That's right.
Right, and then they were just going to make it a single-player experience, which I'm just fine with that. But I want to see that first before I see anything from Mass Effect. I hope that they put the Mass Effect Trilogy Legendary Edition or whatever. I hope they put it on sale for people that don't have it.
And they have been putting it on sale on Steam, and I've been eyeballing it. But it's like what I call okay sales. I want a deep cut sale.
Yeah.
I want to see
40%.
I want to see something big
for sure,
where it won't hurt the wallet. Where I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll get it.
But as far as like them putting out anything, they might put out a little teaser just to try and build hype for like next year's E3 or what's the video game awards that
Gamescom or Games Award. Yeah, Games Award's going to be December 11th or 7th. So it's the third. I wrote it down. We'll talk about it.
So I really don't want to see anything until they show more Dragon Age. Like they owe it to their fans to show off Dragon Age more than Mass Effect at this point. Like Mass Effect has got a newer release that just came out recently, right? It made a bunch of money. It's got good sales. But as far as like them showing off new content, they need to finish Dragon Age and then start working on Mass Effect as they're closing in. So like as people are done and they're just trying to put the finishing touches on it, those people move over to Mass Effect, and then we get our new Mass Effect game later on. So as far as me expecting to see anything,
if you don't see nothing, you'll be okay.
This Sunday, I'm fine.
Yeah,
It's not gonna hurt myself.
Honestly, all I want to see is a tweet from the team saying, "Oh yeah, guys, we're working on it.
We're still here."
That's all I want to hear.
Yeah.
If they just say, "Oh yeah, guys, we're still here and we're working on something," don't show me any stills. Don't show me trailers. Just tell me like, "Yeah, guys, we're working on something.
Yeah.
Hang in tight." I'll be like, "Cool."
Just check out the video game awards.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Something like that. Yeah. Just let me know that.
Then I'll actually watch the video game
and then
awards.
I'll be like, "Oh, cool. Something to look forward to."
I'll be watching.
Yeah. just not this. Here's a trailer or a teaser. Nah, bro. Just say, "We're still here."
Here's some pre-generated CGI for you.
Yeah, we've seen that. That's fucking boring as fuck. Yeah. Just like, hey, we're here. We ain't going anywhere. We're working on something. I'll be like, I'll give you like, okay, cool.
Give me the thumbs up.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about Elden Ring earlier, but there's another game out in February. There's like 2 or 3 things I want in February.
Tell me.
One is Elden Ring.
Okay.
2 is Destiny 2's expansion.
The
Witch Queen.
Witch Queen.
Right. Not the Lich King, but Witch Queen.
So you're okay with? I remember. So
yeah, I was a little salty about it, but
you thought about it.
But like, this is gonna be the first expansion that releases where I'll get to play it, and I still enjoy Destiny. I haven't played it in a while because I got other shit to do. But like, I want to give it a shot and
give it its fair shake, right?
I'll give it its fair shake. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try and like hate on it before it's even out. However, you basically at this point you're pre-purchasing content where it's sight unseen basically, which I don't like doing. I don't like pre-ordering things anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really do all that stuff. So, I'm going to give Destiny its fair shake because it gave me 700 hours of entertainment this year. So I'm going to give it its fair shot. And after that, if I don't like what I'm seeing, then I'm moving on to something else. So
that's a good call.
I'm going to give it its fair shot.
Good call. I mean, you play the game that much, give him some love, right?
Right.
Give him support.
I'm going to give him some support. The last thing that I'm excited for, which is coming to Game Pass on day 1, which is the new Total Warhammer 3. Total War Warhammer 3, excuse me, that's hard to say. And that one's going to launch on February 17th on Game Pass and Steam and Epic and all that other stuff.
And the Total Wars are complete battle sims, right?
Yeah, they're battle sims.
Is that the one you told me about? You piss off Gandhi, he nukes you?
No, that one's Civ.
Oh.
The one that...
What's it called? The Gandhi code?
The Gandhi code?
Or was it
that
called?
was Travis telling you that. I don't know that code.
Was it... I thought it was you.
No,
it was Travis.
Travis was telling me that story.
There's something like you piss off Gandhi.
Yeah, he'll just immediately nuke you.
Shout out to Travis, what's up, boy?
But Total War Warhammer, which follows the Warhammer Fantasy franchise.
No, 40K, right?
No, Fantasy,
oh.
not 40K.
Okay.
So it follows that whole with all the races and everything like that. Like you get to control an army and fight an opposing army.
Wow.
and they've always been pretty good. I played some of Total War Troy, excuse me.
Okay.
And Rome back in the day, like way back in the day.
Mhm.
But I got Troy for free on Epic the day it released.
What'd you think of them? Did you like them?
They just gave it out for free. They're good. They're fun.
But these are the games you got to be immersed and you got to
you got to sit down. You got to sit down for a minute
and think it out.
But yeah, I'm glad that Total War is doing this with Warhammer, and they've done so many. You know, they've done 1 and 2, and they've released some expansions, and now they got 3 coming out. It just, I'm glad that Warhammer Fantasy is more present with the video game.
I've noticed that, yeah, with games like Vermintide, and there was another one that came out.
Vermintide 2.
Necromunda. You play it's like a first-person shooter one.
Yeah.
It looked pretty cool. I saw it, I was like, but that was like a 40K one. Like you play like a space mark and you're bounty hunter. I'm like,
right.
Okay.
I was more specifically talking about the fantasy because Traz, he'll stand by that fantasy line for forever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not so much the 40K. I know he does enjoy it, but more so the fantasy side. I'm just glad that they're doing more of that game. Put the spotlight
on there.
Put the spotlight on it so people can get into it, and it's just kind of like how you see people play. It's a tabletop with the little armies that they take out.
Sure, yeah.
It's exactly the same shit, except you're playing against a computer at home.
Now it's just digital.
It's digital. It's okay. It's like playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Can you own the NFTs, though?
I don't know. It's not. It's definitely
not blockchain.
It's not blockchain.
Not blockchain NFTs. None, please.
Definitely not. But I did see that get announced for Game Pass on the 17th, so I wanted to bring that up. And the last bit of news which I had, which is pretty fucking big news, is Fortnite is shutting down their service in China. You know why?
I think they said it's a fucking scourge on their people, and I think they said, they've been limiting people under the age of 18 to only like 1 hour, like an hour a weekend or something, an hour a day on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. And I heard about that for a while.
Yeah, so they released a law not too long ago saying that kids can only play games for a certain amount of time. I believe it was like an hour, 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
Only on the weekends.
Yeah.
After like all their shit's done, like their parents all of a sudden, because government's your parent, right? That's how it works.
That's how it works in China.
That's how it works.
Xi Jinping,
yeah,
he'll fucking.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh looking ass.
They'll get you, bro.
So yeah, they are shutting down. I think I wrote this down on Monday, but they are shutting down as of next week. So yeah, I mean that sucks because like I'm pretty sure this is the whole digital buying shit because I'm pretty sure some of them Chinese kids and people over there have bought skins or bought battle passes and now it's just fucking gone.
Yeah, well for sure this is like online games. I think it wasn't not just that game, but I think it was just all online games. I think they're going over all that whole genre of online games. I think if you have your offline whatever games, you can still play those, but I think it's the
online stuff.
The online stuff, yeah. And I think they should have like some stringent rules where you actually have to be like logged on. And they have like they have the technology where the console or the computer will have a facial recognition to make sure it's you.
Fuck?
So you can't have like your friend log in and you play like their hour and stuff like that. I think they're making sure it's only you, and there will be like consequences if it's. They talked about it on Crystal and Saga Breaking Points a while back, yeah. So I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't live there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think people forget they take for granted the us living in the U.S. and other people. I think they lose sight of what we have here and take it for granted, like the freedom of speech, the freedom to do all these other things, to go about your business and not have big brother government take over. I think people lose sight of that. And then when you hear about these other countries doing that, it's like, yeah, you should be grateful that that's not the norm here.
Right.
Because that's scary that when they start with that, what's next?
Yeah. It's a slippery slope.
What's next?
Slippery slope. You're taking away my personal free time?
Yeah.
Say word. No, I'm not a big fan of that. Mm-hmm. And it sucks because, people spent money on that shit. I'm 100% sure people have spent money on that.
Oh, for sure, that part. Yeah, for sure, that part. That's awful.
And then they're just shutting it down.
But to me, it's the whole underlying. What does that lead to next? What goes after that?
Yeah, it's going to be TV time.
Once you're upset with that, what about when you're streaming services? When you watch TV? Yeah. Right.
TV's next, and then, you got to, whatever. Like, I don't know, man.
George Orwell's 1984.
That sucks for them, dude.
Read that one. It's a good book, guys.
It's a great book.
Check it out.
It is a great book. I just don't know what the hell they're gonna do over there, man. I wouldn't be able to live that like that, but I'm.
Of course. I mean, it's up to the age of 18. You'll be fine after, you know.
But by then, what are you gonna want to do?
You'll grow in. You'll probably be in college. Maybe it's for the fucking best. I don't know.
Maybe they just become all geniuses over
or
there.
Or maybe they already got our semiconductors.
They take away video games from the kids, and then all of a sudden everybody's IQ goes up like 20 points or some shit.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck? This is a good move.
Yeah. And then like America's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got, Papa.
I got a shit ton more, but we'll save it. That's a lot.
Yeah.
What time is it?
2 hours in. 2 hours in. I got a pee-pees.
Oh, you know I have a pause button.
Ah, we're good.
I have a pause button.
Go
continue it.
Still here.
It feels good being back. Again, thank you, Kevin, for covering. But Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
Where can we find you, Rick?
I miss you, fucker.
I love you too.
I didn't say I love you.
I know, but I love you, you son of a bitch. Say it back.
I love you too.
You're buying me a beer tomorrow.
I will. I'll buy you like 2 beers.
Oh, just
big
2
ones. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel, we don't have a donation on this channel, but we have one on your personal stream. I have one on my personal stream. If you guys want to help out that way, I mean, we just want to be able to have like, we're always like looking at equipment. We're looking at video games. We're looking at things to better, just to make things and a better experience for you guys. If you guys want to help out and appreciate it. If you can, awesome. If you can't, hey, just word of mouth. Share it. Tell your friends about it. 5 stars, all that good stuff. If you don't like it, still give us 5 stars.
And make sure you hit us up on Patreon. I'm kidding. We don't
fans only.
Only fans.
Only that too.
Only fans. Grindr.
Have you seen Shane Gillis OnlyFans skit?
I haven't seen any of his skits.
Oh my god.
I heard they're good though.
Oh my god. Fucking JRE had him, Ari Shafir, and Mark Norman.
I heard that one. Because I love Mark Norman.
I know you like. I know you're an Ari Shafir fan
and I'm
too.
an Ari Shafir fan for sure.
This is that fucking podcast. At first, I was like, they're gonna talk over each other and be garbage.
It was so good,
bro. He does his Trump impressions.
Oh, I heard that shit. It was good.
But guys, check it out.
My favorite part of that whole thing was he was like, "What happened to Muhammad Ali? He's dead." And Ari be like, bro, Ari was killing me with that shit, dude.
You know, it got me. Just to see a glimpse of how Ari Shafir thinks.
Yeah.
When someone big dies.
Yeah.
He's like, when people say, "Oh, my condolences," sorry, like, that's boring.
Yeah.
I
fucking love it.
And like, I know it's not the PC thing to say, but the way he sees in a different perspective, to me, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Seeing a different line, like, that's awesome.
His last 2 comedy shows that I've seen were pretty good. So
I remember you and Alice went to go see one like 2 years ago.
Yeah. That was fun times. But where can they find you?
OS_Rick. I stream Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I'm going to be finishing Yakuza Like a Dragon. I might be getting into Tales of Arise.
No, you're not.
Shin Megami Tensei.
There you are.
Guys, I'm going to try my best to get a team of Jack Frost, Shikioji, and Mara. Who's Mara?
Kate Mara.
The throbbing Lord of Desire. Google him. That's all I got to say. Persona 5, Mara.
Okay.
Throbbing Lord of Desire. Tell me how that got by. The quality control. I'll show you in a bit. Thanks, guys. I love y'all. I missed y'all. I really did. I missed y'all a lot.
Glad you're back.
All right,
As always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_Onslaught. We appreciate you guys checking us out. But if you want to hit us up with any questions, comments, or concerns, hit us up at optionselectpodcast@gmail.com or on all things social media at optionselectpod. We love you guys. We appreciate the hell out of y'all. And we are so glad that Rick is back because Steven kind of was.
Did a good job.
He was kind of like.
That's not his job.
It's kind of like.
It's not his job.
Like.
It's not his job.
He don't fuck back. You know, I'm trying to fuck. He ain't fucking back.
It's like a cold fish.
It's like a dead fish. Just. I'm playing. I love him. He was so good. Thank you. Thank you, Steven. We love you so much. And I can't wait to hang out with you tomorrow. We'll see you guys next week.
And your place.
At my place.
Episode 120.
With the new CPU.
Oh, yeah. Upgrades. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.
Bye.